The Super Divorce YouTube channel. Hi, welcome to the Mega Construx Castle Grayskull Build-A-Thon number 8. Hi.
Hello.
What happened to the Wuss tunes?
It'll be back on. I have to pull up the chat, otherwise you're going to yell at me for
No.
the feedback, like you did last time. Make a fool of me.
I'm gonna have this time. It's an artisanal brew works Warheads Extreme Sour Hard Seltzer Black Cherry. What's up, Carrot? Long time no see.
I haven't seen him.
What's up, Ghoulie? Ghoulie says hello.
Hello, Ghoulie.
Ghoulie's on winter break now.
Oh,
Christmas break.
that's nice. Our son doesn't get to have winter break until Christmas Eve.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I found out Royalmont is on break. Tomorrow's our last day.
Well, they probably are. Horse shit.
This was louder.
Did you turn the sound down on your phone?
Yeah, but now it's at full blast. I don't think it was at full blast.
Hold on, let me head over here. Think that's good?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Uh-oh.
What'd you break?
I unplugged the charger.
The super don't do that.
Okay, there we go.
Aw, Carrot's Chewini won't leave him alone. Warrior tried to poop on the floor, Nick just told me. So our dogs are both being high maintenance.
Yeah. No, they shouldn't hold kids that late into the Christmas season, in my opinion.
And they also shouldn't scold parents for your child missing too much school for valid reasons.
Yeah, we got one of those little notes in the mail.
If one of us has to go to jail, can it be you?
Yeah,
don't
I
want it
guess.
to be me.
I guess I'll go to prison because one of our sons has missed too much school. That's what they say.
It's only halfway through the year, too. We're in trouble.
Well, sorry, you know.
We also don't take him to the doctor every time he's sick because he's just sick with a head cold.
Yeah, and you're just trying to not be a dick and get other kids sick, and then they're like, by the way, your kids missed too much school, and we're sending you this note to let you know that you will get a, what do they call it? You got
Truancy officer.
Truancy officer got to go in front of the magistrate.
Yeah.
Got to go bow down before your majesty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Why don't you let me worry about my kid? How about that shit? Nanny state horse shit. Anyway. Okay, so where are we here? We've got...
I'd like to take a moment to apologize for interrupting the last stream several times. I was very excited about the treats I made.
You mean tonight's Sega Mania stream?
Yeah, they kept coming in to bring you things to eat.
That's okay. It's a good reason to interrupt. All right, we need some new bags here to get started. 21, 22, and 23. 21. Nope, not that one. Nope. Find it. 22. How about 23? 23. There we go. Time to, what?
I
You
think
what?
this was, yeah, I need just a tiny bit more space for my
Okay.
sorting regions.
Just to let, I position these guys so you'd see kind of where the
that's
camera cuts off. It's like that. Ghoulie says, I missed that stream. Literally 14 seconds after it ended, I checked my subscriptions to see what I'd missed.
Oh no, you didn't get the alert?
Guess not.
It seems kind of random how that works, because...
Like I always say, if you sub and bong the gong, you'll have an opportunity to maybe be notified. Maybe YouTube will let you know when I go live. Maybe they won't. You never know.
This is so many pieces. Maybe you can... Well, never mind. Why don't you talk while I take the next 30 years of my life to sort these pieces out.
Let me review this real quick. This one's not... It's not very sour. This one right here. Extreme sour. It's not extreme at all. It's lightly tart. It should say Warhead's lightly tart hard seltzer.
Why would it say that?
Because that's what it is. It's not extreme sour. I've had some, like the ales.
Oh, excuse me.
The ales were extremely sour. This is lightly tart, and it's kind of false advertising. So, you know. Ghoulie says I've gotten one notification for my streams.
One?
And since I bonged the gong, more than 10 streams have occurred. So, there you go.
What's
Yeah.
that?
So far,
I wish there was like a. Do they not have a way where you can like send a notification to people who follow you? I guess that's what the gong
that's
is
what
supposed
that's
to
what it's
do.
supposed to be. Here's something. Have you checked out when you bong the gong? You should be able to click on it. At least this works on a desktop. I don't know on mobile, but it'll bring up a little few options, and I think one says all, and one says limited, something like that, and then the other one would be to turn notifications off. So check to see.
You've got a lag of some kind.
Stream lagging. Audio somehow fine though. Personalized, none or all. Okay. That's the option list you can choose from.
Maybe you can have an option, like an additional option where people could like input their phone number or email, and you can just send out like a little mass text or email to those who have selected to have that. Hey, I'm going live in 5 minutes, or
Oh, like an email list kind of thing.
yeah, or you can do
My
it via
own-
just your own thing, or
Yeah.
you can do it text. I mean, we do that at the shop where we can send out like a notification to people.
Maybe I'll try and set something like that up.
I think you should, because it's not fair that you kind of get screwed by, or you're kind of at the demand of YouTube.
Yeah, that's true.
I would do that to other YouTubers too, because there's a couple people I follow where I don't always get notified if they're streaming either, and that's frustrating because you want to participate and you can't.
Would you guys opt into an email list as long as I don't spam you constantly?
Yeah, it would mostly just be for that.
Yeah.
Or do they prefer email or text? That's also valid to know, because some people don't get email on their phone.
I
So
guess
they
I
may
could
miss
do
that too.
I guess I could do an email/text
Mm-hmm.
update when shit goes live.
I actually have just the system for you that we use for work. You could use the same one if you want.
Well, maybe we'll check into that
Mm-hmm.
if there's.
I do it when I do my booking cycles. I'll send out a mass email to all the people on my list, and they get to know what's going on.
Carrot says I check my email like twice a month.
Yeah,
So
that's what I was saying. Maybe text would be better.
Ghoulie said I'd probably make a new Gmail account for it.
Oh, that's so nice.
Well, maybe we'll do maybe I can do a
You can do-
combo email and text alert system.
I think you can do
And
either
try and-
option.
We'll try and look into that.
I can help you.
All right. We'll check that out.
I gotta be good for something around here.
Good for making delicious, tasty treats.
Oh, thanks. Finally. Did you tell anybody about the catastrophe that happened earlier that you tried to help me with? It could have gone in the diarrhea delectables.
Oh yeah, Jess did make some diarrhea delectables earlier. He was making a
toffee.
toffee
like an English
tray.
Toffee.
a big tray of English toffee that ended up just looking like a. Well, it didn't cook correctly.
I didn't cook it high enough, so it didn't hit the right temperature to turn into like a hard toffee. So it was still very taffy-like.
Well, there was a taffy and then a coating of like chocolate syrup on top is what it looked like.
Because the chocolate wouldn't set like it's supposed to either.
It was like a turd toffee. And so she was worried
and it has
about
nuts on top.
Yeah,
Pecans.
there's a nutty turd toffee with a spread, like a smear of runny shit on top. And Jess was looking at it and she's like, well, I'll probably have to throw it out. And I said, well, maybe we can do something with this. So I rolled it. It's like a tray of toffee
like the way
about,
you would do like
you
a
know,
roll
about that
cake,
thin.
like a cake roll.
And I just rolled it. I rolled it up into a big log. And then it looked even more shittier, like just a big hunk of
Like a big
shit.
A big shit turd with nuts.
And about that big around.
And
I
chocolate
just-
was running all over the place.
It was all over
It was
my
like a puddle.
hands.
It was covered.
I had chocolate dripping everywhere. It was all over the knife. It splattered on the counter. It just looked like a big, just a real shit show.
Yeah, it was.
Really. And I just chopped it. I chopped the roll, the shit roll, into slices, and then I chopped those down a little finer, and then put it in the fridge, and it actually turned out pretty well.
It tastes really good. But I kept laughing as he was doing that because I'm like, man, what if everybody prefers this over the regular one, and they ask me each year to make the toffee turd rolls instead of the regular normal looking toffee, and then I'm stuck having to make it every year, and we have to roll up the shit in the tube and cut it up and make a mess.
Yeah, well, people are going to be demanding it now.
Maybe we shouldn't let anybody try it. Maybe you could get a piece to show what it looks like.
Hey, Pumpkin Bay's here.
Hey, what's up?
She said we're back.
Hell yeah.
Howdy do.
You just missed the story about the candy making extravaganza.
As Carrot said, the toffee crime scene.
It was I did take pictures. There's pictures of Nick lovingly rolling up the toffee into a turd shape.
Maybe I can post a pic on the on my communities tab here on YouTube
After your stream or
Yeah.
during your stream?
after. We'll see. Hey, you know what'd be fun to do?
I'm having this drink.
Oh, Jess is having some wine. Here, I'll toast you. Hold on, here. How about one of these? I'm gonna do one of these.
Oh God.
This is for fun.
Oh,
I've
it's
had
not
these.
for fun.
I've had these sitting over here for like the past 2 streams, and have not gotten around to them. And I said, you know what? How about some tiny fireballs? Because don't you love Fireball, Jess?
I really don't. Can we mix it with something, or do we have to drink it plain?
No, you just gotta take it down just like this. Carrot hates red wine.
I'm not a big wine drinker. I will drink it every now and again. This is a special wine. I'm a baby when it comes to alcohol, and lots of things mess with me, and this doesn't as much. So
Didn't we get these for Christmas last year?
yeah, they came
in like
in
a big candy
yeah,
cane
they came in a candy cane, like
stacked
the
on top of each other. It was like a big Fireball candy cane, and the tube was long like this, and then it went around the top, and you had they're stacked on top of each other all the way around the fucking thing. And that's what we got here. And we're obviously, if we still have these, you can maybe surmise that we're not huge Fireball drinkers around here, but
It's an abomination to whiskey.
why not have a Fireball as we kick things off here?
Ugh.
A Fireball shot. You gotta just drink it on down. Do you know anyone who sips on Fireball? Just
Sips?
pour
No.
yourself a big glass of Fireball and sip on it.
No, but I
The
know
night-
people who seriously drink that as a
Carrot said, "What in the Sam Hill? A Fireball candy cane?" Yeah,
Yeah, it's like a clear, like if you imagine the candy canes that have like M&Ms or Skittles in them that your parents will put in your stocking. It was like a giant one of those, like 4 or 5 foot tall, with like 20 fireballs in there. Right?
Who got it for us?
I bought it because
You
we
bought
were
it.
supposed to host Christmas last year, and I thought it would be
Oh.
hilarious to be like, here's a candy cane full of Fireball, and then nobody came to Christmas because we had colds and then
This-
COVID.
Carrot said, "Fireball is for babies. Babies' first whiskey."
It is babies.
It really
first
is.
whiskey.
I'm not proud to have this right now. That's not what it's about. I'm not
I
showing
bought
you
it
how
'cause it was
cool
like,
I am.
It was like $10 for like 20 of these things.
This was supposed to be an ironic joke for fun.
Ooh,
So-
we have to get a white elephant tomorrow. Maybe we can stop. I think they still make them. Maybe we can get one of those as our white elephant gift.
I hate the white
I do
elephant.
too.
You guys, anyone here have to do the white elephant for like Christmas gatherings? It's always the worst. Every time I end up getting screwed over.
Yeah.
That's what
You
it
know,
always
like
pisses me off.
like an eye mask or a book lamp or something.
Yeah. That one time I got like the $50 Best Buy card, and I was like, fuck. Because it was like I was one of the first people to go, and I got the gift card I knew everyone was going to want. And and it was gone like the next time someone opened a gift.
Yeah, and then you
like,
get stuck with like a pair of socks or something.
Yeah, stupid shit. Pumpkin Bay saw one of the candy canes at Kroger.
Yeah, that's where I got them
So we
last
can
year.
get another one. Let's take that to the White Elephant tomorrow.
That's what I just said.
I know, that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, and she also said that her family is doing their first White Elephant.
Oh no,
Well,
we're doing one. It never goes well. People always end up with stuff that they don't want.
Yeah, prepare to get fucked over. That's what's gonna happen, and then you're gonna everyone's gonna leave in a bad mood. That's why it's better to just choose names.
You're best to have be like one of the last people.
Yeah,
to
you
go.
want to be last if you can. If you've never done it before, make sure you're last, and really just avoid it in general. Just pull names out of a hat.
That's what I always like to do.
I know, that's better. I don't know why anyone wants to do the White Elephant.
I was going to do that for the shop again, and then some people suggested a white elephant for our party, and then it ended up, I guess, nobody wanted to do gifts at all, which was kind of a bummer. I would have got a candy cane full of Fireball for people.
Ghoulie said, we did a White Elephant recently, and I almost had a mini fridge, and someone took it from me as part of a White Elephant. So what did you end up getting stuck with? And Pumpkin said they're drawing numbers to see.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
You don't get to pick the number you are, but if you are, the bigger the number you are, that means you're going last or towards the end, the better position you're going to be in. Because you're allowed to steal once, and then somebody can steal from you, and then you get to pick something else if somebody steals yours.
Pumpkin said, I bought animal bones and a bug pin picture thing, so my family is screwed.
Ha! I would take that. Are the animal bones for like eating, or
Or just
for looking at?
probably for looking at it. I don't know of any snack bones you can buy. Just
Well, you can make a nice bone broth out of some animal bones.
Ghoulie got Sour Patch Kids and a card game.
Well, that's not very good.
She says, no, they're like decor,
Oh.
not snacking bones. It's like,
Well, I saw a recipe for homemade bone broth the other day, and I realized how easy it is. You can just take when you make a bone and ribeye, and you have the bone left with some of the meat and stuff on it. You just stick it in a Ziploc bag, and then you have your pork ribs, all the little rib bones. You just save those. You put a mishmash of all different bones.
Yeah.
In a bag, and then you just put those in the crock pot. It doesn't have to be like chicken. I always thought it had to be like chicken feet and
chicken feet.
Yeah, like bone marrow. Yeah, people use chicken necks and chicken feet and
Well, I don't think
hog's hooves.
Well, who's monitoring what bones you can use for bone broth?
Well, I don't know.
How would you think?
Well, when it comes to recipes, you want something that's going to taste good and it's going to be good for you. I'm sure that there's a
good
a
and
limit
good
here.
for you. All right, let's toast it.
Okay.
Here you go. What?
I was going to say maybe I could bring a bag of leftover bones to the White
Just do that.
Just people make they'll have the cookie in a jar kits.
Yeah.
It has the layered. I could just do a bone broth in a bag.
Do it. No one says you can't.
It's a bunch of chewed up steak bones. I would hope my dad would end up with it. Or Rich. Poor Rich.
Pumpkin said bone broth in a bag kit is a Jesse original.
I can market that. Somebody's going to steal this.
Well,
Cheers.
get on it.
I'm going to.
Broth in a bag. I mean, it doesn't really taste like whiskey at all.
That's why I said it's an abomination.
It just tastes like it's like cinnamon water.
It tastes like those red hot, like you just melted the red hot candies.
Yeah, it's got that flavor, but it's like it doesn't make you. I don't know. It doesn't really taste like there's much alcohol in it, and I guess there's not really.
Not. It's like
only 66 proof.
Yeah.
As Carrot said, baby's first alcohol, baby's first whiskey.
Oh.
You can't even. I mean, this you can't hardly call this whiskey.
Pumpkin, I'm gonna get you. You can be my first trial recipient of bone broth in a bag. You'll have all the ingredients. You just dump it in your crock pot, cook it for 10 hours, and it's a wonderful gift. Nutrients. Yeah. Give the gift of nutrients.
Ghoulie thinks that the Fireball looks like it tastes like cough syrup.
It does. It's spicier.
Yeah. Grandma's old cough
If you've
syrup.
ever had the little red hot candies that are kind of like off-putting.
Yeah, it's like a
that.
red hot candy in a bottle, in liquid form. Carrot wants to know if we get our animals toys for Christmas.
No,
Said just blew
they
big
destroy
bucks on my
everything.
spoiled pup. No, we don't do that because, yeah, like Jess said, they just destroy everything immediately, so there's no point.
I've bought Phoebe 3 beds, and she's destroyed them in less than a day. And the last one I bought her, like within hours, it was shredded, and then she had diarrhea for like 3 days, so I think she ate part of it. So no more beds for Phoebe. Warrior has a bed that he's turned into a taco. He has found a way to like create a pocket inside the bed, and that's where he goes when he sleeps, like inside, like a little taco shell.
Phoebe, people would think that our golden retriever is mistreated because, you know, her crate just is like wire. It's like a wire mesh on the bottom. But first, she chewed up the tray that slid in and out. She just chewed it up. She was like eating it. It's like we can't leave it in there because she's just gonna like swallow plastic and die. So we had to take that out. We've tried several different beds, like Jess said, and she just immediately just shreds them. And you walk in.
She's surrounded by materials.
Yeah, just like the stuffing material is just everywhere.
Like last time it was like in between bathroom breaks. I came back and it was just...
Yeah. Carrot's calling Warrior too precious. Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah, he does like to burrow. In the night he'll like climb under the blankets. He likes to sleep underneath of things.
Yeah, and there are always those toys that are marketed as, you know,
the Kong toys.
super tough.
They do better with those. They still chew them up.
They'll never fucking chew through this, and then they do. They do. All right.
Maybe we should start the stream.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe
Thanks
we should
everybody for being here.
Yeah. So let's get started
I can't
on
find
this next. What are you looking for? A 4-piece?
a flat one. I see a 5. I see fat 4 pieces, but I don't see a flat 4 piece.
That's not one flipped over, is it?
No,
that's
a 3.
In this pile of.
That's all the same. Did it get hot?
Is it green?
It is green.
It's not, because I see a gray one over there.
Nope. It's supposed to be green. Maybe it's in one of the older ones. There's like 10,000
Might be a
pieces.
leftover. Could be a leftover.
No. Okay, well we're not off to a good start.
I saw some new Rapstar chips I meant to buy the other night when I was picking up my PS5 at Best Buy. They had one package of Rapstar potato chips, and I can't remember which rapper it was named after. And I totally meant to get it. I was like, I'm going to pick that up and review those on the next Construx stream. And then I forgot because I got so excited about buying my PS5 and all the games I picked up for it.
So I've got some alarming news. We also don't have this piece.
What is that? Some new gimmick that we...
But I will say, it's telling me to do this, and then it's telling me to open up.
Oh wait, we already did that.
23. Oh, okay.
This is, yeah, we're starting down here with 21, 22, and 23.
Oh, goodness.
That's the last shit we did
That's embarrassing.
at the end of last stream. That's why we couldn't find those pieces.
Okay, well, I don't see this either.
Alright, what do we need now?
This chain is missing. Let me look in the bag.
A chain. Is this it?
Oh, yeah. Sure is.
Some sort of chain piece. Alright, we found the chain. Carrot says, last Chihuahua I fostered chewed through everything, couldn't leave shit out without it getting destroyed. Headphones, toys, clothes, shoes, she chewed them all up. Sounds like a real son of a bitch.
That's what our dog does too. She has a real affinity for socks too, so if there's like any, she will get it within seconds.
Yeah.
And then like try to swallow it whole, and then she makes this horrific sound.
Yeah,
that,
it's
and then
disgusting.
It's real gross. It comes
Warrior-
out covered in slime.
Warrior doesn't really chew on anything though, so
Just his feet.
that's a good thing about him. Ghoulie says the PS5 is cool. Really like the backwards compatibility, and the quality is 10 times better than the 4. And by quality, I meant graphics. I'm really enjoying it so far. We're playing through Sackboy Adventures. Is that what it's called? What is it? Sackboy?
I think it's Sackboy.
No, it's Sackboy Adventure something. Sackboy Big Adventure. Some shit like that. I don't know. It's fun though. Really enjoy that. It's like feels like one of the newer Mario games. Is kind of how it plays, as opposed to being like the last one I played. I think was the original Little Big Planet on PS3.
I will say I don't like. I don't like how they changed where you can't use your pop-it menu. I don't like that they took that out. Because you could access like stickers that interact with, like, you have to put certain stickers in to like solve puzzles, or you could change your clothes, or you could paint stuff.
Yeah.
Now you have to go to Zooms or whatever to get your outfit changed, and that's a lot clunkier. And you get a lot less, like, you don't get as many stickers in this one. You get like one or two a level, or before
We
you
have
get
to
like.
complete tasks to unlock the stickers.
Well, I know. In the old one, you'd get like 20 stickers. Oh, look at that.
Uh-oh. Carrot said that she's the only dog who's ever been as feisty, the one that he fostered, I guess. The only dog who's ever been as feisty as his Chewini. So they'd always get into arguments where they'd growl at each other nonstop until one of them got tired.
Our dogs fight a lot. They don't get along at all.
Well, more like Phoebe.
She wants to play with him, and he wants to be pissed off.
Yeah. Carrot thinks Little Big Planet 2 is better than 1 and 3. I never played any of the other ones except the first one.
I like Little Big Planet 2. I thought that was a really good game. I can't remember because it's been so long, but was there a 2-player feature in the first one, or was that new to the second one? I do remember
No,
playing
because we played together.
the first one.
Yeah. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure about that.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, I see one thumbs up here. Why not go ahead and hit the thumbs up if you're hanging out, if you're having a good time? Because YouTube likes that. Maybe that's what their problem is. They're not alerting people because I'm not getting enough likes on my videos, so they don't believe you actually want to be notified. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Maybe.
Like, oh, you got people watching you, but they don't seem to like your content. They just come and watch your videos for some reason.
That's sad.
You know? I don't know.
I wonder,
Ghoulie's gonna check if the first one was 1 or 2 players.
yeah, I can't remember. I feel like I remember playing that one by myself and playing 2 with you, and I didn't know if it was because there was only 1 player in the first one, or just because...
Oh, maybe we just took turns in the first one. I can't recall.
Because some of them
sure.
you have to play with 2 players to solve some of the puzzles. I think that was the second one, the big feature with that. But I don't know. Here's that. Here's that.
Carrot says 2 was fucking hard. Never beat it before the PS4 came out.
I don't think I beat any of them.
Yeah,
it's
we
kind
haven't.
of like you just play it for fun. We never really played through the whole story.
I feel like we'll probably get through this one.
Yeah.
Been playing it pretty
We've been
consistently.
making time for it. We have such little time to sit down and play games together.
Ghoulie says yes, 1 was multiplayer, and also 3
Okay.
sucked.
I don't know if I played 3.
I don't own it. It's not in my collection.
Well, that's probably why I haven't played it. We don't have it here.
But I just upgraded my PS Plus, so I get all the like the classics that you can go back and play now, which is a cool feature. There are a lot of cool games that you can play on PlayStation Plus. So I like having the physical version. It is cool that there are so many games at your disposal that you can go and relive or play for the first time. I see a lot of stuff on there that I've never fucked with, as they say.
I just had a thought. Earlier, Carrot said he hates red wine,
Yeah.
Does that mean that he prefers white wine or he just doesn't like wine?
Do you like shrimp and white wine?
No. That's not the question I asked.
I know. I was being silly.
Well,
Don't you remember the Beaver Boys?
I do remember the Beaver Boys.
Beaver Boys.
I do.
Shrimp and white wine.
Stop singing that.
Carrot says if they got Lord of the Rings Conquest, play it. My favorite game on the PS Triple. I'll have to check for it. Speaking of PS Triple, you guys familiar with Chad Warden? Remember Chad Warden, Jess?
Mm-mm.
You don't remember him? He was like the most successful troll.
Was he the one talking about PS Triple?
Yeah.
That guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I didn't know his name.
He's like the most successful troll in the history of the internet. And then it came out that it was a character. And it's kind of a bummer.
I remember you showing me because you're like, why?
But he kept up kayfabe. He didn't break it. It was like someone else posted a picture of him out with his friends, and they looked like they were laughing, and he was speaking in a normal voice, and it's like, oh no, Chad Warden's not real. I think Carrot remembers Chad Warden. Shit. It's about that PS Triple. That PS Triple.
That reminds me of a person.
Carrot loved Chad Warden. Chad Warden's a man. I want a Chad Warden t-shirt. I'm gonna get one. What?
Carrot says white wine is all right, but wine is not his go-to.
Oh.
I think it's like out of all the options, wine is like the last tier option for me. It's nice.
Yeah.
This is it's called Fit Vine. It's like a low carb, low sugar wine. Regular wine makes me feel like poo the next day, so I don't really like it enough to make it worth that. This doesn't seem to do that to me though, which I appreciate.
Well,
I like to not die when I drink something. These are all of your pieces, by the way.
okay, let me put some pieces together
build
here.
a wall.
All
Build
right.
a wall. Build a wall.
Let me build it. Hold on, these pieces
If you
are
build
different.
it, they will come.
That's a different color.
That only
This
one. Only one. See? Just the very first piece.
Yep.
And then everything else is the aquamarine green.
This
The olive green is right there.
goes with one underneath. And then this one goes with one of these. It's like a back and forth kind of pattern that we have to do. So then you do this right here. And then we take one of these and put this right here. And then one of these right here with one of these little barrel pieces on top. And then we have yet another one like this down below.
Do you know what I think of every time I drink wine?
No, what?
When I was a little kid and we'd dye Easter eggs
Mm-hmm.
and your mom like puts like a cup of vinegar.
Yeah.
Like it tastes like the way that smells. It just tastes like super vinegary and
Like
acidic.
a vinaigrette.
No, a vinaigrette is pleasant. It usually has sugar mixed in with it.
It does?
Yeah, vinaigrette. That's why I like a balsamic vinaigrette. They like reduce the balsamic vinegar typically with sugar, and then they mix it with an oil.
Is that what they call that?
What?
A reduction?
Well, a reduction will bring out it'll thicken it. You add sugar and then you like let the fluid reduce, evaporate, and then it makes like a syrup.
These chefs are always doing reductions.
Well, yeah, because they're fancy and they taste good. A balsamic reduction is much better than if you just dumped like balsamic vinegar on your food.
Well, that makes it sound like you don't really like the shit in the first place if you want to reduce it. It's like, why don't you just take it as is? Why do you have to
Because
reduce
it's
it
not-
so much? Maybe you should just use a different ingredient that you don't have to reduce.
Well, because then it has a different texture. It's more liquidity. liquidity.
What's got more liquidity?
A non-reduced item.
Well,
So like when I made like a glaze for the Christmas or the Thanksgiving turkey, I made like a whiskey bourbon glaze.
Yeah.
I had to put it in a pot and boil it down so it turned more like sticky and syrupy.
When you make the glaze, when you make the reduction, it becomes the pot, right?
No, it doesn't become the pot.
Is that what you're
What
saying?
becomes the pot?
Huh?
What becomes the pot?
I don't know. Ghoulie said I still play my PS3 and 4 even with the 5. Here's what I've been feeling lately. You know, you guys know this. If
Are
you
you
hang,
done building that?
yeah, I got that. It does a little. You can do
That's
this
cute.
kind of thing.
All right.
Where does it go? Right here? Like that?
Mm-mm.
No? Where does it go?
No, it goes on this edge. Oh wait, hold on. I'm looking at it backwards. Let's see. Wait, there's like there's one piece and then there's another piece this way.
One Piece. That's a famous anime show.
So the curly one goes
goes right
here.
here? Wait, no. Does it? Hold on.
Yeah, see,
Wait,
this part's
what?
kicked out. This is a straight piece. You're putting the curly one right here. It connects right there. The dark green goes over top of these.
It goes.
Yeah.
Look, here's the door,
Mm-hmm.
and then this goes right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Why does it look like there's...
Because you have to add another piece after that, right here. This is what you're looking at.
So this goes like, okay, this goes right here,
Yeah.
and then this one connects just straight across like this. Is that what I'm?
I guess. I don't know. I don't know how it goes. Oh, you've done.
Wait, no, that can't be. Hold on.
This piece
feels.
popped off.
It's fucked up. Being fucked with me. Don't like being fucked with. There we go. That needs to go. You thought that if you leave Sega Mania, you're not going to see Super Divorce getting fucked with, but you were wrong. It happens with Mega Construx too. There you go. I'm not going to break it. I got it put together. It's fine. Now what I was going to say was, if you've hung around this channel for a while, if you hung around here for a while, you know that, and Pumpkin Bay's laughing at my misfortunes, by the way.
As you should.
We play a few video games every now and again here on the Super Divorce channel, and I listened to
That's mean.
what?
I resent that comment.
Oh yeah, at least it's not just breaking it like the Friends Lego set. You broke a lot.
I
during
break
that.
everything I touch.
Now, Jess's weakness, says Carrot, is Legos, and my weakness would be Mega Construx. So we have to help each other out to make it through these sets.
I think my weakness would likely be both. I don't really think I'm good at either.
So here's something. Hold on, this isn't Wuss Tunes.
This is like a boss fight.
I know.
Well,
we need-
sometimes you gotta. Want me to skip it?
Yeah, we need Wuss Tunes. Wuss Tunes only on these streams. Now, what I was gonna say is fucking. What was I saying? I was talking about video games and how we play a few video games every now and again on this channel, and I spent a lot of time with indie titles over the past year. I spent about a year playing like almost exclusively low budget horror titles to be found mostly on itch.io, and had really stayed away from the world of AAA gaming. And so it was a different experience over the course of the past year. I probably played more games in the past year than I played in my entire life. Many of them not very good games, I did play some that I would consider highly underappreciated gems that deserve AAA adoration. So I'm glad that I took this time to immerse myself in that subculture of gaming, if you will. But I was listening to the great Todd Howard, and just listened to a lot of the Todd Howard interview on the Lex Friedman podcast. And listening to that really made me want to go back and try my hand at some more mainstream big budget titles.
Speaking of which, Ghoulie says you need a Choo Choo Charles playthrough, which, by the way, I'm surprised you haven't done that yet.
I'll do a Choo Choo Charles. My son's wanting me to do a Choo Choo Charles.
Why didn't you? Why didn't you hop on that right when it came out?
I'll tell you why.
Yeah, lay it down on me here.
The reason why is because before the game was even released, there were so many Choo Choo Charles videos out there.
People got them early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, as a smaller, humble channel, I have to try to find things that I think people who are looking for that game aren't going to see a million results right off the bat. And I knew that so many people were playing that game and had played it and had done like build-up videos about it that like I felt like I was going to get lost in the shuffle. And I really, I'm kind of getting to a point where I don't give a shit. And I'm just... So, I said this last week, the no commentary videos are done. We're done with that.
I'm so pissed.
That era of the channel is over with. And I thought that, hey, I'll just try to feature the games, and take a back seat on these playthroughs. But it's not moving the channel forward. So an executive decision was made and I said, no more. No more no commentary videos. I'm sorry if you've enjoyed those in the past. But I've got to put myself in the mix a little bit, because what happens is people sub. Most of the time, what'll happen, and I know Carrot is an exception to this because he, I think, came to the channel through my no commentary video on Iron Lung, that playthrough. But for the most part, what happens is people will watch the video, and even if they sub to it, they never watch another fucking game that I upload because they don't give a shit. They're not here for Super Divorce, they're here for that game. And when you're trying to run a successful channel and grow and all this horse shit that comes along with being a YouTuber or content creator, then you got to evaluate what you're doing, and you've got to try to tweak things. You have to tweak your content creator nips to...
Nips?
Yeah. You got to tweak your nips to become more hospitable, more attractive. And what's more attractive than
Tweaking
me
your nips?
tweaking my nips on stream?
I don't think I like that.
So that's why I've decided to, Carrot says I watched the entirety of Chop Goblins because of the commentary. See, that's what I'm talking about. You can't always go by your own feelings. Sometimes you have to look around and say, what do the people want? What I was thinking is, for the most part, I find reaction videos and reaction YouTubers to be horse shit. I find a lot of these guys to be annoying and over dramatic and hamming it up way too much, to where the way that so many like gamer YouTubers and reaction video YouTubers hit me is like the way that, no disrespect to little kids, but they seem like when a little kid is trying to impress a group of like adults,
Yeah, like FGTV. That dude
Yes.
is like that. His sense of humor is like a 12-year-old.
Yeah. And look,
And I know adults that act the same way.
my sense of humor is just as immature as any kid you'll come across, and it's fine. But I feel like when I react to things, when you're watching me stream, it's fairly similar to the shit that I would be doing if there were not a camera on. I mean, I'll talk out. Obviously, I'm not playing games by myself and talking out loud to myself the whole time. but I try to
You
stay.
do yell a lot, though.
I do. I get
I
worked
hear you
up.
do the old man yell quite frequently.
But I try to be fairly fucking authentic. And there are some YouTubers who I get the impression that they are being authentic. I love Markiplier. And he is bombastic at times, but also I just feel like that's probably who he is. And actually, you know what? There's one video of his that I really love. And it's like one of his Don't Laugh Challenge videos.
I
where
don't love those ones.
No, where he's gone back
And, like,
recently
made fun of himself.
and he's making fun of himself trying not to laugh at certain videos.
As he should.
And it's just, that's like one of my favorite videos of his, but I like his all of his Freddy's videos, and he seems genuine. He seems like a genuine guy. Maybe it's a Midwest thing,
I don't know.
you know, because he's from like right down the road. He's from Cincy.
Yeah, he's my other child.
He's a fellow Cincy boy.
I thought you said Cleveland.
No,
No, I thought you said
Logan and Jake
Well, I
Paul
knew
are
that.
from Cleveland,
I thought you said that.
but Markiplier
Markiplier.
he's from Cincy. He's a Cincy boy.
I wonder if he likes Skyline chili.
He probably does like Skyline. Yeah. So, you know, I just it's like I tried for a long time to take the back seat on the gameplay videos. I'm just going to focus on the gameplay and let the gameplay speak for itself. And at a point, you realize that's nice and everything, but it's not doing shit for you, bud. So, change it up or die. Evolve or die. So that's what we're doing. We're evolving. Ghoulie says, I subbed for these streams, and I think my first stream was either a farming game you played or a Sega Dracula game. Yeah, it was the Harvest Moon.
Harvest Moon.
The Harvest Moon game.
Because his name was different, and you said you were going to call him Ghoulie.
Yeah, well, yeah,
It was like Gula. It was something crazy.
you changed your name because of my humble suggestion, or my humble fucking nickname.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I think I'll call you Ghoulie.
It makes a
What is
D.
this?
Makes a D.
Yeah. Look at that. Here, take the D.
Stop.
Pumpkin says, I'm not a big gamer, but I've always watched my brothers growing up playing games, so watching people play is more enjoyable. And makes me laugh more than get frustrated at the games. I guess when you're watching other people play.
There's certain games that I would rather watch you play through than play myself. Especially if it's like spooky stuff. I don't like to be in the driver's seat when there's scary stuff or people chasing me.
Carrot says first stream for him was that fucking Elder Scrolls game. And we're going to get back to that. We're not done. We're not done.
What
Especially
if he came here just for that and this whole time he's just been waiting for more? Ooh.
Especially after watching that Todd Howard interview, because I've always liked Todd Howard. I've always been a big fan of his, and you know, he gets memed and he gets clowned on a lot, but I think that he seems like a really cool guy. I would give Todd Howard a big hug if he were here right now. He's just a genuine nice person, and so I want to play through all the Elder Scrolls games. I've spent so much time in the world of Tamriel, so much time in Oblivion and Skyrim combined. I've never beaten either one. And I've played Morrowind, never beat it. I didn't spend as much time with that one as I did with Oblivion or Skyrim. And I started playing Arena here on the channel, and I'm going to get back to that. I just have to find the right time to do it. And I'll have multiple things going on. We'll have the Elder Scrolls series, we'll have this still going on, and then we'll have Sega Mania happening. And then I'll still do from time to time full game playthroughs when shit comes out that I actually want to play. Unlike what I was trying to do for the past year, which was like, let me just upload at least one new game every day, even if it's complete dog shit. And you know, while I discovered some cool things during that time, I also feel like I played a lot that I really didn't want to play, and pushed myself to go through games that I just felt like were a fucking waste of time. and I'm not doing that anymore. So we're changing things up, but it's cool. It's cool.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
Oh, and Carrot had the honor of being the first super chatter on the drawing stream.
That's true.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And that's not off the table either. I just have all these big fucking ideas and things that I want to do, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll start this off, and I'll come back to that and that and that. And I've been, you know, I remember a while back, Carrot asked when there was going to be a Super Divorce game, and that's something that I'm devoting quite a bit of time to right now. I haven't talked about it a whole bunch on the streams or on the net, but I am learning. I'm learning assembly code. I'm learning how to code for the Atari 2600, and I'm gonna start there. I started doing some stuff in Unity, believe it or not, after I started with assembly code and learning how to program for the Atari 2600. And all the comments I read from people, everyone's talking about how, you know, oh, you'll get 5 minutes into it and you want to quit. And assembly sucks, and you shouldn't bother with it. And it's so much easier if you just learn Unity, learn how to code for modern games. Look what she did, guys.
Stop. I've gotten it backwards. I'm trying to fix this and keep my cool at the same time. I don't really know what I'm doing.
Pumpkin's got to get out of here. She's saying goodnight.
Good night.
Well, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you later. Have a good night. But yeah, you know. That would be cool if YouTube had a tally for donations so you could see who was in the lead. Maybe I can just keep track on my own. You know, send out a weekly newsletter. But anyway,
Crisis quietly averted.
we are working on a...
Thanks.
I don't have an idea yet. I'm just learning I'm learning how to do it. Actually, I have an idea. I have come up with an idea. Like the very early stages of an idea. And you have to think of an Atari game. So here's what's cool about coding for the Atari. Is that you can't do whatever you want. That might sound like a drawback, but it's really kind of something neat to know that, okay, you've got an idea, you've got this big, if you're doing stuff on a modern console, it's like sky's the limit. You can do whatever you want to. If you can imagine it, you can probably put it on the screen somehow. And it's gotten easier and easier to do that. If you're making a game for the Atari, or even for like the NES, but the Atari even more so, you're so limited in the things that you can put on that screen at one time. For all these technical reasons that I won't get into because I probably put some people to sleep here. But just knowing that if you want to make a game on that platform, you've got to really trim the fat to an absurd degree. And if you can do that and still come up with something that's fun for people to play, then you've done something pretty damn cool. So that's what I'm working on. So my idea that I had is, what if it was truly a Super Divorce game featuring the heart logo, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And you start off like together, you know, thinking like a little Pac-Man-esque beginning scene, you know, and then you're broken apart. So every stage you have to try to reunite with the other half of the heart somehow. But what the game looks like, I don't know. You could try and tell this really crazy sweeping story like they did in some of these games, and you can still do that. But I think that my goal with the game that I'm trying to create is going to be to make something that people can just pick up and play. Something as instantly accessible and fun as like a Pac-Man or a Donkey Kong, something like that, where it's just like, all right, here's this game, anyone can pick it up and see what the objective is and you just have to do this thing, and it puts you in that loop where maybe you die again, but you can see that you're getting better every time, and then you know what the goal is. That's very clear. A lot of the RPGs, or proto RPGs, things that kind of set the tone for where gaming was heading at that early stage, were very confusing and not very accessible to the wider range of players. I'm explicitly wanting to make something that people could just grab a controller and just play without much explanation. So, what do you think, Jess?
I think that sounds good. Can you make it like Dr. Mario?
Like Dr. Mario?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could have a player versus player situation going on, but the 2600, I don't think could handle everything that you would need it to be able to handle to create. Like, I don't think you could port Dr. Mario to the Atari 2600. That doesn't seem
Probably not.
reasonable to me. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking of. I think it'd be something. It'd be more along the lines of, like, as I said, like an original Mario Brothers or a Pac-Man style game. Just classic arcade, pick it up and start playing it. And ultimately my goal is to have started with the 2600, and then I want to do an NES game. And then I want to do a Super Nintendo game. Or maybe I'll do an NES/Master System, and then I'll do a Genesis and Super Nintendo game. And take this initial idea and move it forward through time the way that they did with Mario, the way they did with Sonic. That's ultimately what I want to do. That's what I'd like to do.
You're kind of like the little ant from the song.
What ant?
With the rubber tree plant.
What about it?
Don't you remember how the song goes?
All I remember is, oops, there goes another rubber tree plant. What does that mean? Did I get fucked? Does the ant get fucked?
No! There was an ant, and he wanted to move the rubber tree plant, and everybody told him that he couldn't, because he's not big enough, but he had high hopes.
Yeah.
He's got high hopes. See, you've got high hopes. But the whoops, it's because he was getting all the rubber tree plants that everybody told him he wasn't going to be able to get.
I thought it was like falling down on top of him and got crushed.
No, it's because he's crushing it. He's getting all the rubber tree plants that everybody said you couldn't do because he's too little.
Okay.
He had high hopes.
Okay. Yeah. I got high hopes.
Yeah.
I'll include a carrot.
Can you?
So there'll be a carrot. I'll include my peeps. I'll reward everyone who's hanging out. Everyone's going to be, you'll all be represented, at least early on. When we have thousands of people in the chat, I obviously won't be able to do that anymore, but, that's something that you can hang your hat on, is I'll acknowledge the early believers, and...
Would you be able to learn that song and cover it?
I'm sure I probably could, yeah.
I'd like to hear that. Does anybody else like the rubber tree plant song?
Do you guys like the rubber
Find it
tree
inspiring.
plant? That's the only, like I said, that's the only part I knew. Oops, there goes now the rubber tree plant.
That's just the end. Because he's doing a bunch of them. It goes over and over again.
Why does it say oops?
Whoops. I don't know, because he's getting them. At least that's the meaning that I took
That's
from it.
not.
Maybe
you
I'm
don't
wrong.
say oops when someone does something that they're supposed to do.
Should I look up the lyrics and make sure I wasn't wrong?
I guess.
Hold on.
That'd be like someone hitting a home run, and you're like, oops,
Well,
he hit another one. He was supposed to. He was trying to.
my parents had that on a record.
But let me just say this. If anyone's interested in creating like a throwback game, Carrot says, I've never heard that song in my fucking life. Is this one of those gaslighting moments, like the bandages thing?
Hold on, is it royalty free? It's a really old song.
Well, it's like a song you sing in
It's
fucking
Frank
music
Sinatra.
class.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I thought it was like an old. Is it? It's a.
Frank Sinatra. I mean, it might be older than that, but no. I mean, he's the one that sings it.
No, you're thinking that's something different.
No.
High hopes.
Ooh, oh wait.
He's got high
Yeah. Oops,
hopes.
there goes another rubber tree plant. Yeah, that's the lyrics of it.
He's got high in the sky apple
No,
pie.
Yeah,
hopes.
that's it.
Is that?
Yeah. Says, next time you're found with your chin on the ground, there's a lot to be learned, so look around. Just what makes that little old ant think he'll move that rubber tree plant. Anyone knows an ant can't move a rubber tree plant. But he's got high hopes, he's got high hopes, he's got high apple pie in the sky hopes. So anytime you're getting low, instead of letting go, just remember that ant. Oops, there goes another rubber tree plant, times 3.
Mm.
And then it goes through other life challenges and tells you there's a different guy after that, a ram that wants to punch a hole in the dam. Nobody can make the ram scram, but he kept butting the dam. And oops, there goes a 1 billion kilowatt dam 3 times. And then the last one is a toy balloon. They'll be bursted soon. They're bound to go pop. Oops, there goes another problem kerplop.
Okay.
So those are the 3 verses.
No, I promise you, it's not an elaborate scheme. Carrot thinks it's an elaborate scheme to get one over on old Carrot.
See?
No, it's true though.
You understand. You do this though.
I don't do this though.
Yeah, you did it to me. You got one on me the other day.
And Ghoulie said, "Okay, Dr. Seuss."
It's a real song.
Carrot says, "Did Jess go insane?"
I did not.
No,
I
it's
could
true.
read that even faster if one would like.
I remember my first time, my first memory of that song. And the first time I heard it.
Record.
No, it wasn't on
It
vinyl.
was for me.
It was my friend Eric was over. We were at my grandparents' house. He lived next door to my grandparents, and I think I've talked about him briefly before. He is the one who introduced me to PC gaming. His father was super into tech, and this, was late 80s, early 90s. Like, I just didn't, it was just not like common for people to have computers at their homes. My dad had one, but I only saw him once a week, and he had a Macintosh for music production. So it was like I knew 2 people in my life who had computers. My dad, but it's not like I got to play on it very often, and then my friend Eric, whose dad always had like the newest computer, and my friend Eric is the only person I knew back in the day who had a C64, which I always thought was fucking cool. It was so awesome. Like, how is that cassette tape turning into a video game? Like, it was mind-blowing to me. And then, then a little bit later, he had, an IBM computer with floppy disk games, and turned me on to Monkey Island and Wolfenstein and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, he was over one day, and we were doing this game. I don't know what you want to call it. My grandparents had one of those stationary bikes in their basement, and he stood on one side and I stood on the other, and one of us would push off the ground and raise the pedal up, which would send the other one on the other side down, and the person who got sent down would then push off and push their side up, sending the other person's side down. And we did this little loop. It was like a little carnival ride game that we created down in my grandparents' basement using the stationary bike. And he was singing that song as we were playing it. And that's the first time I ever heard
Your
that
friend
song.
Was?
Yeah.
Well, everybody in the chat thinks I've gone insane.
So that's where I very first heard the High Hopes song.
My dad thought it was a good motivational song.
Did he?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
I mean, it is, but...
Carrot thinks that being around me has the effect of driving people crazy. Is that true?
I think it might be more the other way around.
No.
I've just always been crazy.
I've got a big surprise in store for just a few minutes from now. Jess has been doing the overwhelming majority of the building in this stream because I've been blabbing my mouth off.
Because you got high hopes. So, does everybody think I'm crazy because I remembered the High Hopes song, or because I read it very quickly like Dr. Seuss?
I think just because you read it in general.
Well,
No
you
one
wanted
knows about that
you wanted the
song.
lyrics. I wasn't gonna sing it. I'm not the singer of the family. I am the fast talker. I can read it at a rapid rate, if that would impress anybody.
Jess, needing ibuprofen?
No, that probably is not good to mix with wine. Whoops. I did something incorrectly.
It's gonna have to be okay.
What is?
The ibuprofen.
I guess.
I just took some.
Well,
I think one administration won't be too bad.
you better hope.
I got high hopes.
Well, he's got high hopes. Okay.
What do you say to another fireball?
I don't know.
That means yes, doesn't it?
Oh, I thought you were telling me a joke. I thought there was like a punchline that I was supposed to answer to. No, I would say no to another fireball, thank you. I thought he was here with a Mr. Jorfus joke. What did one fireball say to another fireball? I'm garbage, don't drink me.
That's not much of a joke.
I haven't been responding to the chat. That is good.
Carrot said, I find it funny that Nick had the presence of mind to warn his viewers that he was wasted in the title of his drunken stream. What did I say? Did I say slightly? Slightly drunken?
I think, but you were very drunken. I should have said very drunken.
It wasn't very.
You'd had a lot of the fancy bourbon.
What was I drinking? Eagles Rare?
No, nope. It was the
Woodford Reserve.
No, it's the kind that we have the prohibition style of. I can't think of the name of it now.
Johnny Walker.
No, stop! No, that's not it. It's not. Stop just saying bourbons. Evan Williams. Oh, Jim Beam.
Hennessy.
That's not.
Was it Hennessy?
It's not even a whiskey.
I think I was drinking Hennessy that night.
No, stop. You've never even had Hennessy.
I've had Hennessy.
Like once. Like once in the whole time I've known you, you've had Hennessy.
Carrot said Old Forester.
That's it. Old Forester. Thank you.
Mine like a steel trap, he said.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they
Willie
make
says, sure, he's been the crazy one, which I think was poking more fun at me.
Oh no!
Even though I'm not crazy.
You just thrown a piece.
Although I
There.
have spent 2 days baking poop-related looking treats.
Do you think they make... Because they make Johnny Walker
Black.
Black,
Johnny Walker. I think they have all the
red.
colors.
Isn't
yeah.
there a red?
There's lots of colors.
And they make Jim Beam, and then they make a special version. Do you think they make an upgraded...
No, they don't. They
Is there like
absolutely don't. Nope.
is there a Fireball DLC
There's not a
that you can
Fireball
download
DLC.
that's like an extra level up for super Fireball super fans, is what I should say. For people who want the premium Fireball experience.
Yeah, you throw the Fireball in the trash and you upgrade to Goldschlager, and that's what you do.
Is that Fireball's evolution? Goldschlager?
I mean, Goldschlager is a much better liqueur.
That was fancy shit back in the day.
Yeah,
I remember that one
there was
kid.
the rumor
What?
that if you drank Goldschlager, that the real gold flakes like cut your throat lining and make you get drunk faster. That was like the whole rumor about it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, that's right, Carrot. Not a DLC, an expansion pack. The Fireball expansion pack is Goldschlager. If you go out and buy a Goldschlager.
Yeah, it's like the Pokemon evolution.
Yeah, that's its next evolution. But is there one up from that? Because Pokemon usually have 3 different forms. Maybe they have more now, but back in the day, back in my Pokemon day, you had like, you know.
There's like, in between, have you ever had Rumplemints?
Rumplemints?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. It's kind of more like a black licorice kind of flavor, if I remember right, but it's in the same family. It's very syrupy.
That sounds like it'd be related to Jägermeister. If it's black syrup, black licorice. Black licorice.
Stop talking like that.
Now I've gotten myself one of these. This is Artisanal Brewworks Warheads Extreme Sour Hard Seltzer Blue Raspberry.
I've made a flappy door.
I like that. That's
Thank
good.
you. I worked hard at that.
Good job. This is another one that's not extremely sour. It is mildly tart again. Carrot asks, Nick, are you aware of what a second harvest is in terms of alcohol? Perfect addition to the Diarrhea Delicacies cookbook. I've never heard of the second harvest. Why don't you please share with the rest of the class, Carrot, what is the second harvest? I said I was going to share something. Well, I'll wait until I hear about the second harvest before I share my next treat with you guys. We'll see what we got going on here. What is the second harvest? Ghoulie, do you know what the second harvest is? Do you know what's going on with the second harvest? What is this guy? What was his name? Wally? Is this Wally Warhead? I think that's his name. When Warheads first came out, we used to bring Warheads to Shul and trade them and pass them out on recess. And it was like, oh, do you have this flavor? Do you have the new flavor? Just try this, try this. It was a big deal. Warheads burst on the scene like a son of a bitch back in the day. Okay, here's what a second harvest is. It's when you drink it a second time, but after it passes through, you know, after it passes through your piss dick. That's what a second harvest is. Second harvest on tap would be drinking someone's piss. Yeah. That's the second harvest. Let me tell you something. Last September, I played a show, a rock and roll show with my old band, the Great American Beast. It was the first time that we had played in 10 years. And we got together, we played this show at an American Legion Hall. Felt super old school. We played with like 3 other just like straight up punk rock bands. And all the kids were super into it, and it was really cool. And tangent, when I was looking around at all these kids who were like really into what we were doing, and kind of southern hardcore band was the Great American Beast. Seeing all these punk rock kids getting into our music, and I was like, man, we played for the wrong crowd back in the day. I mean, we had our following and everything, that's fine, but I feel like punk rock kids are just so there to have fun and have a fun experience and just go wild and crazy, which was like the exact opposite of the scene that we came up in when we were initially together, in the scene with all the hardcore and screamo bands back in the day. Very pretentious. A lot of people, just so concerned with how cool they were personally and all that kind of shit. Anyway, during one of the other band's sets, these dudes, I saw something that I'd never seen before, and it made me like want to celebrate the moment. One guy grabbed a beer, and when I say guy, it was probably in their early 20s, One dude takes a beer, appears to chug it. Then he had his mouth full and his cheeks puffed out like full of beer. One of his buddies then knelt down in front of him, tipped his head back and opened his mouth, and the guy with a full mouth of beer spit it down into his friend's mouth, filling his mouth up with that beer. That guy stood up and someone else knelt down to take his previous position, and they did this like in a circuit. It went through like, I don't know exactly how many people. Tough to count in the middle of all these punk rock goings on happening. But it was I felt it was something to be celebrated. It was like this is old school punk rock right there.
As well?
Huh?
So wasn't that post-COVID as well?
Yes. That's another reason why I wanted. That's like what it made me feel triumphant. It was like, look at these punk rock kids out here today, just giving a finger to like every fucking thing that we've had to fucking sit through for the past year. Whether
you're gonna get your channel deleted.
I'm not. Look, I'm not.
You're not allowed to question the COVID.
I'm not speaking to whether or not it was sanitary or right. Good night, Ghoulie. Have a good evening. That probably is how you get diseases. It is. But
it depends on the alcohol strength.
But it's the spirit. It's the spirit of punk rock. It's like Gigi Allen shitting on stage and then rolling around in it. It's like I'm not gonna do it, but I can appreciate that someone's out there going nuts, or like fucking Iggy Pop. Breaking glass and then getting all cut up with it and just bleeding on stage. It's punk rock, man. It's nice to see it's alive and kicking these days. Carrot wants to know, can I get, or I can, are you telling me that you can get a Great American Beast t-shirt right now? Or do you want one? Would you like one? Here's what you can do. If you want a Great American Beast t-shirt, find a guy named Josh Grable on the internet, on Twitter. He is the owner of Trustkill Records. He's the guy who signed us to our big record contract. Oh no, what have you done?
They're too buttery. I didn't realize that it's already.
Find the owner and proprietor of Trustkill Records on Twitter and fucking send him a message and say, hey, I see you are in the process of releasing all these old albums. When do we get our Great American Beast re-release, and when can I buy a Great American Beast t-shirt? Ask him that.
Here, open your hand so I don't ruin it again.
Okay, we've got a diarrhea treat here.
No!
That's pretty good.
That's what it's supposed to be like.
Great job.
Thanks, here, have the other part.
Oh.
I didn't mean to get butter everywhere.
They're for sale right now on merchnow.com. Really? You can find Great American Beast t-shirts on there?
What do they look like?
Still? What do they look like? I don't even know.
Are they the black and white ones with Katie on them?
Yeah, what's the design? Is there more than one?
Otherwise, what if he's been making money off you this whole time? And you
He
had
probably
no,
has.
You had no clue.
He probably has been making money off us. That guy's a son of a bitch. Let me tell you what.
Shh, you don't want to get your YouTube channel canceled.
What do you think he has, like, ins at YouTube?
Yeah, they got people listening.
That dude sent us on a nationwide tour with zero promotion, and
And they got mad at you.
we got to Salt Lake City, Utah, from Ohio, driving. On the way there, he said they've got a Sasquatch on it, only one design.
I don't remember a Sasquatch shirt. Probably for your Saskatchewan.
Yeah, we had a song called Saskatchewatch that was written about the first
You've
label
had a lot
owner.
of bad managers and label owners.
We had our first record deal was signed with a guy named what was his name? Kevin.
Eubanks.
Yeah.
Hey, about these great making beats back in the nose.
We signed with Kevin Eubanks. No, I can't remember the guy's last name, but he had a label called Torque Records in Canada is where he was from. He was from Saskatchewan, and he totally fucked us over. So we wrote a song called Saskatchewatch that was about him, and that's probably what that design is based on, a Sasquatch.
But I've never
Which
seen
I-
that shirt, so
I don't even know what
you
that
probably
looks like.
didn't approve that.
I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
kind of fun though.
Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. Get
Buy
your-
it and then take a picture of yourself in it and send it to us,
Yeah.
because I want to see what the shirt looks like. I've done all these parts. You're supposed to be building, because I ruin everything and break everything, and I'm make everybody crazy. I'm the crazy one.
Well, you
Because
are a crazy one, valedictorian.
I'm just trying to share a Frank Sinatra song with everyone.
Under
That's
your-
everybody's homework. Carrot, when you get done tonight, I want you to listen to that song, so you can understand the hopes and
The
dreams
high
of
hopes.
of the rubber tree plant ant.
He's
the
also
rain.
got to listen to Saskatchewatch now.
Well, that's a good song too.
And now he has to also listen to How Do You Like Me Now by Toby Keith.
Why does he have to listen to that?
Because that's what I was just singing.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention.
You are the crazy one, valedictorian.
Oh, I get it now.
Under your name, I wrote call for a good time.
Stop.
You want to stand on
Why is
fire.
it so scary?
Your kids here crying down the hall.
It's mean.
It's me, darling, with your wake-up call. How do you like me now? Now I'm on my way.
Is that gonna be you instead?
Yeah.
Is that what he would sing to me if we got divorced?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
When I become a big YouTuber,
Yeah.
I'll cover How Do You Like Me Now. When I'm sitting in Todd Howard's spot on the Lex Friedman podcast. Lex, would you mind if I play a song for my ex-wife?
It's weird to me that when Kanye was on there, he talks about Kim like they're still together. They're not though, right?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, he kind of like talks about her like he's still like they're still married.
I think he hopes.
Well,
That
doesn't
they'll-
everybody? Maybe you should,
Well,
work things out.
you know. I think her time is done. I think she's not with that one guy anymore, is she?
Oh no.
Pete Davidson.
Oh no.
How does that dude pull any chicks?
I don't know, who's Pete
Isn't that crazy?
Davidson?
Look him up. You've seen it. You know who he is. You'll know if you see him. He's got like dark rings under his eyes. He weighs probably
Oh.
115 pounds.
Is he the guy in the Taco Bell commercial
Yes.
that everybody hates?
Yes.
Oh, who
That's
is he
him.
with?
He was with Kim Kardashian. That's the guy who Kanye said texted him when he was in bed with her.
Yeah, he's ugly. He's
And-
an ugly dude.
And I feel like he was with someone else after her who was like way out of his league by all accounts.
What was he in? I know I've seen him and stuff.
Well, he got famous on SNL,
No, that's not what
and
I've seen.
he was in a
I know
movie
he was the
with,
king of Staten Island. He was
yeah,
did the tattoos.
that Bill Burr was in that movie. It's the only reason I wanted to see it. But he keeps just getting all these crazy chicks, and people are like,
Maybe
why?
he's got a really big ween.
I don't know. Must be something. Carrot says, I'm sure I've just purchased the last size large Great American Beast t-shirt. You did? Can you confirm? You go back and try and order another one that says they're all gone? Congratulations to you. You really should tweet at Josh Grable of Trustkill Records and say, hey, when's the new Great American Beast album coming out? When are they going on tour? Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. That dude sent us on a nationwide tour, and we got out to Salt Lake City, Utah, after I think it took us 10 days to get out there.
Yeah, you were making stops on the way.
Yeah, I mean, we
Oh,
didn't just
which-
drive straight there. We were playing shows along the way, or trying to.
You didn't make a single guarantee.
We didn't make any of our guaranteed money that we were supposed to make on that tour.
Which was what, $100 a night? Like
Yeah, it was
not
only
even...
like $100 a night, just like basically gas money, and we didn't even make that. One place bought us Domino's pizza. That was like our payment, and it was like, oh well, at least we can eat. But
And I think didn't the last place that you were supposed to play, they like didn't even know that you were coming.
that happened like 3 times. 3 of the nights we were supposed to play, we show up at the clubs and they were like closed. And you know, one of them we were able to talk to someone who's like, yeah, we're here for the show tonight. Like, what show? It's like the Great American Beast. Like, we don't have anything scheduled tonight. And it was that was like the tone of that tour. Like, the shit we had done on our own before getting signed was infinitely more successful than anything we did after getting our big record deal. I mean, it was just absolute, it was pathetic. How that label, like Trustkill Records was a big deal in the hardcore scene in like the late 90s, early 2000s. But by the time we got there, that dude just apparently decided that he was going to phone in every last fucking thing. And so we had to call him once we got out to Utah because we didn't have any money. And we were having to dig into like our own savings accounts and shit just to pay for gas. And
Borrow money from my parents to get home.
yeah. And we called him because our next show was supposed to be in Sacramento. We were supposed to go from Salt Lake City to
Oh, it's
Sacramento,
Texas.
California.
Maybe not.
And I think it was going to be like a 10 to 12 hour drive. We called the owner of the label and explained to him what had happened. We're like, dude, we didn't want to bitch about it on the way out here, but multiple times now, they didn't know there was supposed to be a show. We haven't made a single guarantee. We don't have any money left. Can you help us out? And he was like, this shit happens. You know, you guys will figure it out. And that was his response. And so because the situation had basically strained the marriages of 2 of our members to the point where they were like ready to collapse, we just drove home. And it was a fucking shit show. And that's about how that band ended.
Yeah, there wasn't much coming back from that. And I like that he like ridiculed you on your seriousness and dedication. It was like, oh, well, you must not really like want it that bad because you can't buy your own gas.
Yeah. It's like, well, maybe we wouldn't be in this fucking position if you wouldn't have sent us out on a bogus tour across the fucking country that we never would have agreed to come out on if we didn't know there were going to be shows. You know, who would do that? I've heard of bands playing in front of 5, 10 people. I've done that many times in my life. That's just part of paying your dues. But to own a label and to send a band out on a nationwide tour thinking this label is reputable. These guys have been around. I listened to bands growing up who were on that label. It seemed like hitting the jackpot when you finally get there, and then to actually go out into the world and see this guy doesn't give a fuck. And he doesn't care if you lose your ass. And he's got his little pet projects he's actually going to put his money and time and energy into, and then everyone else is kind of go fuck yourself. It's tough to get into the music business and not come out jaded. And, you know, he probably is. No, he should work for YouTube tech support. Unfortunately, he's not. He's still running his label. Like, Great American Beast was the last band, I believe, that got signed to Trustkill, and his reputation had become such shit by that point that he he got rid of the Trustkill name, and he opened up a new label called Bullet Tooth. And so I think
You were amid that transition.
yeah, Great American Beast was like, if not the last, one of the last bands to have something released on Trustkill, and then the first band to have an album put out on Bullet Tooth Records. And now Bullet Tooth has kind of run its course, and he's gone back to Trustkill because it's nostalgic, and you've got like 90s hardcore kids who don't know about any of this shit, and they're like, oh, Trustkill's back, you know, and they're re-releasing all these like classic 90s hardcore albums on vinyl, and he's raking it in on that shit. And he'd probably say that we're bitches for walking away, which, you know, maybe there's some truth to that. Maybe a band that really wanted it would have stuck in there, but, you know, we just got to a point where we weren't willing to move forward under those conditions anymore. And maybe you call that throwing in the towel, but it just didn't seem like it was worth it anymore. So you start out doing stuff like that because it's fun, because you have a good time with it, because you like hanging out with your buddies and playing shows. And when it gets to a point where nothing is fun anymore, then there's no point in doing it, other than like this sort of war of attrition mindset where you just don't want to give up. And that pushes some people. And I think it's easier to have that mentality as an individual. I've kept it going myself, you know, trying to do creative shit over the years and not seeing it work out, and then trying something new. You have to be persistent. You have to be willing to work through bullshit and fail and fail and fail and fail and fail and keep trying. But the problem with a band is that you have to have people around you who are also in it and feel the exact same way, and everyone didn't feel the same way, and they had their own reasons for that, so I can't fault them. People had families, you know, people had kids that needed to eat at home, and I didn't at that point, you know, so it's like I was willing to keep going, but other people are in different positions. And when you're working as a group, everyone's got to be on the same page. So yeah, you know, yeah. Carrot says it's better to know your worth than lie back and be treated like a dog. Life is measured risk, and speaking up is always a measured risk, but one worth taking. That's true.
Mm-hmm. Not the first, not the last time I had to do that.
No. Sometimes you just have to be willing to step up and tell someone else to go fuck themselves. You know?
I wanted to point out that my scrunchie matches the color of the castle.
Look at that.
In case anybody questioned my dedication.
You're color coordinating with
Yes.
the Mega Construx now. Oh, speaking of, here. I meant to show you earlier. Jess and I went to Dots.
A local grocery store.
The local grocer, Dots.
Sometimes I can do the Martin, and sometimes I can't.
That's local grocery store.
Got the loyal program. I can't do it. I can't do it.
And I saw this stuff and I was like, oh, that's that shit. I think I was talking about this recently.
Were you?
Yeah, I can't remember when it came up, but I know I was talking about the old lady candies.
It is old lady candies.
Carrot said he has mind like a steel trap, so maybe.
Maybe he'll remember.
Yeah.
I usually have a mind like a steel trap about certain things, but it's selective, so I might not have been paying attention.
Before we go there, though, Carrot says it's an awful habit to go with the flow. I've learned to swim against the stream, and I'd like to think I'm a better version of myself for it. Well,
I suffer from that bad habit. I
Well.
learned it from my mother. She's very go with the flow, one of the nicest people I've ever known. Just loves everyone undyingly and sacrifices all to keep everybody else around her happy at the expense of everybody's sanity.
her
She
sanity.
means well. Yeah.
Yeah.
She just wants everybody to be happy. God bless her.
Well, Carrot, do you happen to remember when I was talking about the old lady candies?
What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't know.
Because I picked some up today. I saw these out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, those are old lady candies. Baby ribbon hard candies. Classic Christmas candy.
The problem is, you get these out of a bag, you put them in a crystal bowl,
Yep.
and they look nice, but within 30 seconds, they're all one candy unit, and you can't get a piece out.
Yeah. They have to be put into a crystal bowl. Do we have a
They
crystal bowl?
Yeah.
Jess is going to get a crystal bowl for
But
us.
then we're
so
never
we
going to
can-
be able to eat them again. They'll just be a decoration, a hardware set.
My grandpa had a friend. Like, I don't even know where he knew this woman from. Like, he was probably in his late 40s or early 50s. And we would go and visit this lady. Her name was Charlotte. And she didn't live in a nursing home. It was like kind of assisted living type of apartment, you know? And we would go over sometimes and just say hello. Oh, we're going to go say hi to Charlotte. And she always had these fucking candies in, as Jess was saying, a crystal dish. There was like a crystal dish full of these types of candies. And it's true. They'd be like stuck together. And she would offer me candy and be like, do you want a piece of candy? You know, I want a piece of candy. But it was like this, and they'd have to like snap a piece of candy off for me. And it's like, why can't it be? I always remember, you know, like wishing it were something that I actually wanted to eat. Why doesn't she just have a bowl full of M&Ms or...
So it
You
turns
know.
out I returned the crystal dish to my mother, but I do have this crystal stein,
We're going to put them in a crystal stein.
which I hope you don't like, because you'll never be able to get the candy out of it until you reduce it down into a syrup, and then
Oh,
you can pour
God.
it out.
Let's see here.
Because by the end of the stream, this will be gone.
Here we go.
But the bowl always looks like this. It's just,
Yeah.
it's like a bowl, though.
Here you go.
Oh,
it's
why
got
is
a
it
bunch
so
of
crumbly?
Dust on top.
Here, you got to get that to the bottom. Look, if we can't get this out later, we could probably turn this into a nice candle.
What does this smell like?
I remember them always being like unpleasant flavors, like spearmint. Like
Yeah,
stuff that
it's
you
got
don't
like
want
a-
like candy to be. You get like a
Snifter
cherry.
it. Snifter it.
Hold on, I'll tell you what I smell. Oh, there's some mint in there. Some orange. There's definitely spearmint. That's like the most prominent odor coming from it. There's some peppermint.
Peppermint and spearmint. You said orange?
I think a little orange.
Is that like the one on top?
Maybe, but everything, you know, the peppermint or the spearmint scent kind of overwhelms everything. I'm sure this is lemon. You can't really smell the other candies. The minty one is the...
Carrot says those fucking things always smell like they're from biblical times.
They do.
It is. This is what people ate in the Bible. This was like Bible candy.
Okay, that tastes like a candy cane. The rainbow.
Let's see
I
what
thought I thought it would be fruity.
Let's see what the orange tastes like.
Make sure you do your ASMR. You're gonna make everybody even more mad than you did last time.
Mmm. That.
What does it taste like?
That's like if you made like orange LaCroix candy.
Mango?
No, it's not mango. It's like the slightest orange flavor.
The lemon one's pretty good.
It's like mostly the flavor of just sugar, but then there's a slight hint of orange. What'd you say?
The lemon's good.
The lemon's good?
Yeah, it tastes like a lemon drop without the sugary
We'll try the lemon one.
coating.
Kara said, Jesus fucking Christ. Let's
What
try
were you crunching last time? Oh, the chips.
Yeah,
The last stream.
Was
Was
that
the worst ever?
was that worse than the chips in the last stream?
It has to be.
Let me try a lemon. He said I can hear the teeth moving in your mouth.
He's probably gonna chip a tooth.
How is the mic so good? That's kind of like a lemon head. Without
Okay.
the tartness, though. There's no tartness. What's the green one?
It almost, I was expecting a lime, but it's almost like if you mixed a lime and a wintergreen. If you can imagine.
Lime with wintergreen?
Yes, there's like a minty element that's not spearmint.
Here, let me get 2 of them just to make
It's
sure.
very like offensive.
Get ready, here it comes.
No, not 2. You're gonna hurt. You're gonna chip your teeth. Stop. What's that gulp?
That's really unpleasant.
I told you. Do you get the same? Do you think it's like fruity but minty?
Like,
It's like almost a lime candy, but there's like a minty, wintergreeny element. Stop! Stop! You hit me with that. One of these times I'm gonna film how stupid you look, so I can make a stream of just that.
it's like... It's like Vicks Vapor Rub candy.
That is what it tastes like.
Oh. That's disgusting. Oh. God. Yeah, if you like, froze Vicks and then ate it, that's what that tastes like. Ugh.
But there's like a little hint of lime.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not good. It tastes old. It tastes like you're eating something you shouldn't be eating. All right, how about...
No, the rainbow one's not good. I told you that.
Well, I know it's probably not... None of it's good.
The rainbow, you'd think it'd be like a fruit candy, but it's like a mint.
That?
Yeah, it's
No,
mint.
I would
It's
think this is
minty.
like a candy cane.
Well,
that's what I was
not
expecting.
I thought you were eating this. I thought this is the guy you went for.
Oh, no, not yet.
Well, just so you know, I thought this would be like the best one, like a fruit stripe gum.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It's just like another minty one.
Let's try... It looks like... Hold on. Doesn't it look like I've just got teeth in my hand? Let me eat some teeth. I'm gonna try these teeth now. Here you go.
I feel sorry for whoever's watching this. They probably can't even hear me talking right now. Sorry, Carrot.
Well, that's like a standard candy cane. So, you know.
He said he'd rather listening to 12 hours of cats puking with the same mic and everything, just not this.
That's that.
I wonder if this
That's like a
like this
candy
like
cane.
pink one is better. The shard of
We'll try
this
the...
one's got like a hair on it. It's got a cat hair that came
Look
with
at
it.
that's a big one.
Why don't you be
No.
to everybody and switch to the
Hold on, let me get a
switch to
drink.
this one.
Maybe I should wash it down
You're
with
not
some...
going to be able to open your teeth in a while.
Wash it down with some Fireball.
Mm.
Here we go.
Okay. You shouldn't have done that. Because this
Why?
one is like, you know, if this is the Vicks Vapor Rub, this is the Robitussin.
Oh, God.
I'm not kidding. Here, why don't you try a smaller one?
Mm-mm. I gotta do it for the viewers,
Yep.
so people know I'm real.
It's like a cough drop. It tastes medicinal.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna try this one. My guess is it's gonna be kind of like a pink starburst.
No, I just told you it's not. I told you it's... Carrot voted for me to knock you out.
Are you ready? Here comes the crunch.
I will smack it out of your mouth. No, you stop. Quit it. You're gonna offend everyone.
Oh, that's awful. Oh, that's gross.
I tried to tell you, why'd you go for the giant one? By the way, Carrot says this is worse than the drunk stream. Look what you've done. You've disappointed everyone. Your teeth are never gonna open again.
Oh God, that's nasty. Ugh. Good Lord. Who the fuck sits around eating this?
You don't buy it to eat. You buy it to display. Look, it's already hardening in
Well,
there.
why wouldn't you buy like little glass ornaments that look like this instead of buying a fucking candy?
Because you get like a kid that comes over that you hate, you can just like make them eat that.
Ugh.
You can trick them into thinking it's something delicious.
Ugh.
If anybody wants to donate to Nick's dental fund, because he's gonna have no teeth left after, don't eat that one.
I have to try them all.
Well, why don't you try like the tiny shard? Look,
Because
this
then
is
you
like
don't get the crunch.
Yes, look.
Kara said best stream ever.
He's just trying to get you to shut up.
No, he's not. He wants me to eat more
wants-
candy.
$10, I'm gonna hit Nick in the eye with this little piece.
Ugh.
See if I can knock it out of your hand.
Ow!
Oh, it got stuck to my finger.
Mm.
That's what I get.
Look, it's like swans. Doesn't it look like swans?
No.
Look,
Oh, it kind of does.
I'm gonna eat them. All right, this one's probably gonna taste
By the
like.
way, before you do that, we need to open new bags, but also I have this many and this many pieces left. Did I miss pages?
Did you? I don't know.
That's the worst sound you've ever made.
All right, here comes the crunch. Gotta roll it around first.
Ah,
Hey, Carrot just gave me $9.99. I appreciate that. You make it all worthwhile.
probably because you're gonna need new teeth after this.
That will be going to my dental fund. Thank you. I appreciate ya. Let me roll it around for a second.
Okay, yeah, I missed a row. I missed a whole row.
On that?
Yep,
Uh-oh.
I think.
All right. The flavor...
You're just dicking off too much.
Hey,
With
gotta
your-
entertain
with
people.
your crunching, and I've ended up doing it's a wonder I haven't broken the whole thing.
I'm entertaining the masses.
I guess.
This is, okay. That one's not so bad. That one's not so bad. This is more just like a traditional... You know how you have your old-fashioned white and red candy cane? This is like the variant. This is like the variant flavor
Oh shit! I skipped like 4 steps. No.
of like a regular candy cane. All right, here comes the crunch.
Don't. Oh my god. You better knock that off. You are gonna break your teeth. Can I be honest? I've never been less attracted to you than I am right in this exact moment. If anybody would like to donate to our divorce fund. Realistically, that's probably what's coming next.
Well, maybe that's where we can throw that $9.99 from Carrot.
Well,
Really stuck in my molars now.
yeah, I know.
And then the key is to kind of keep smashing it down in that area.
So it just becomes part of your teeth.
So you can
add to your dental capacity.
so it gets stuck, and then when you pull your teeth apart, the entire chunk comes off.
I don't think that's how you're supposed to do it.
Well, that's how I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna be here all night.
This is too intense for a fucking toothpick or a dental floss. You gotta come up with other means.
If you could heat it into a reduction, get it off.
Blast a flame in my mouth. What do? No, you got one of those little.
Shit.
What's the little flame?
I got one of those. A
You
culinary torch?
Use that in what?
To make creme brulee?
Yeah, in flan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, not in flan.
You don't use it in
You're
flan,
thinking of flambe. Flan is just like a jelly custard.
but you want to put a little crust on the top of the
that's
flan.
no, that's creme brulee. Creme brulee is basically custard with the brulee top. Flan
So
is just
if
like
you-
a jelly, just like they brulee.
So if you crunch the top of the flan, it becomes a brulee.
No. They're different things.
What if you did that though?
You'd have to put a sugar coating on top of the flan and then brulee it.
What if I?
You can't just set it on fire; it'll just
What
melt.
if I crust the top of the flan? Does it become a brulee, or is it just a bruleed flan?
It's probably just a bruleed flan, but I don't think you want to do that. It probably wouldn't maintain its integrity. You don't
Why?
want- it's not in the ramekin. You need the ramekin
Why do you need a ramekin?
because it's custard. It'll goober out the side if you set it on fire.
Not if you sprinkle sugar on top, then you just light it on fire and it becomes
don't know.
a bruleed flan.
I've never had a bruleed flan. I don't know if it's ever been tried.
Hey, what's up, Jia Fukyun Nguyen? Thank you for joining us tonight. We've got Carrot here talking about a fart flambe. I'm trying to talk about,
He wants Warrior in the divorce. That's fine. You can
I'm-
have him.
well, I had more of this to try out here.
No, you don't.
Which flavors hadn't I done yet?
You've done all of them.
I haven't done all
Tried
of them,
them
have
all.
I? I thought there was one more that I didn't get around to.
The divorce flavor.
But hello, Gia. Thank you for joining us tonight as we are building this Castle Grayskull
I hope you brought your
Mega.
noise canceling headphones.
Mega Construx. We've got maybe I did try them all now. Maybe that's it. That might be it.
Shit. Where'd that go?
That might be all.
Ah!
So,
Look, you've gotten me frazzled. I can't get it out past the flappy door.
in this crystal Kaiser, they call it a crystal Kaiser. Is what they do.
Who calls it that?
Welcome to the Crystal Kaiser fan club. What we're doing here is putting together this thing. My wife has unfortunately missed several steps
Hey!
and has to go back and
There's so much distraction occurring.
Garrett says if you finish that mug you're gonna fuse your jaws together. Hold on. Look, I'm gonna do something for you right now.
It would be
That
like
will-
when people get their jaw wired shut.
I'm gonna do something for you that'll never be done again in the history of life. I'm gonna go to the other room, okay?
Don't do it.
Stay with me for a sec.
No, whatever it is, don't do it.
I'm gonna go to the other room. I'm gonna get 2 Kroger bags, 2 plastic bags. I'm going to double them. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back over here. Oh, hold on. Let me address this real quick. Gia wants to know, what's your best Lego? I think, oh, you know what? If you're asking, I'll show you. Just wait 1 second. I'll show you what the best Lego is.
Somebody save me from the crunching.
Gia asked, what is your best Lego? Here's the best Lego that I've done. And Jess helped me with this, just like she's helping me with the Castle Grayskull.
Do you mean that I'm putting it all together while you talk and get drunk and fuse your jaw shut?
Hey, here is the Lego Voltron that we put together. And the awesome thing about this is that all of the lions, all these numbered lions actually come apart if you want to take them apart. Just like the old toys. So if I wanted to, and I don't want to right now because it's a pain in the ass, but if I wanted to, I could take this entire Voltron apart and transform the lions individually, but I just like having it put together into the complete Voltron that you see here. And it's so cool that they made it so that that's a possibility. Carrot says that's badass. I agree. Did you get this for me for Christmas like 3 years ago, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
But this guy is cool. And here's something else impressive, is that we moved across, how far away are we? 15 minutes? 15 minutes, I would say, from our old house. And this guy made it in one piece. And I was very proud of him making it without losing this. This is, we did a Build-A-Thon right here on the channel. If you're interested, you can go back and you can watch this guy being put together right here on the Super Divorce channel. Sadly, Carrot, you were not around for that. But, you know, you could go back and you could check it out. You could see what things were like at that point. Anyway, that's probably my coolest Lego. That's the best one that we've done. Very cool set.
I'm missing a piece. Once again.
You're missing a piece.
Mm-hmm.
Which piece are you missing?
So you see how this one's like a different color green?
Yeah. You're missing one of those?
Well, hold on. It says I need one.
Did you throw it at me?
No, you know what I see?
What?
It's in the next pack.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I finished the pack. I've built this castle with the bricks. Pretty good.
Ready for a new pack?
What do you... Yeah, but what are you doing with the Kroger bags?
I'm gonna do something that will never be done again.
Are you gonna throw those away?
Nope. Not yet. We'll get there. And do something very special for Carrot.
I don't think... You have a new viewer and you're going to scare them away.
Gia
Seems
says,
like a wholesome person.
your coolest Lego, you need to spend how much... How long did it take to put that together, probably? What do you think?
What did we do that over the course of like 4 or 5 streams? Was it more?
Might have been longer.
I would say between.
I mean, you
8
could probably
10 hours maybe.
You could probably look if you see. I think I made a playlist for it, so you could see the playlist and see.
I don't know. I think we did about 2 hours at a time, so probably 8 hours maybe 10 hours.
Okay, I'll wait because Gia does seem wholesome, and
You're gonna scare Gia away.
I'll wait until the end of the stream for this, Carrot. I'll put this to the side for the moment.
What are you doing with it?
Huh?
It looks like you've created a barf bag.
You're just gonna have to wait and see.
I don't want to wait.
So we'll see about that. You need...
I don't know. Carrot, he's made like what looks like you would assemble for yourself if you're going on a car ride and you're feeling nauseous. That looks like what he's made. He's taken 2 bags, he's layered them together, he's folded around the extra to like make a basket, a Kroger basket.
There we go. This box is now empty. Skeletor's number 2 box is now empty. Do I have a Lego car? We might have a Lego car. I might have a Lego car.
Do you?
Let me go look.
I don't think we do.
Let's go see. I'll be right back. Hold down the chat, Jess.
Okay.
Don't let them get bored.
Well, we wouldn't want people getting bored. Nick is checking to see if we have a Lego car, but I don't believe we do. I've never seen a Lego car. I think we, at one point, had the Back to the Future car. But I think that's been put together already. Carrot. You know, it's fun to think that way, but honestly, I am the accident prone one of us. And when Nick is being silly and goofy, he still manages to not be clumsy. Unless he's really drunk, then he's a little clumsy, but my default is pretty clumsy. Which has also rubbed off onto our oldest son. He gets injured doing anything. He's very clumsy, and usually because he's being silly. So he got equal parts silliness from Nick and equal parts clumsiness from me. So that's probably the manifestation that you're imagining has actually been created in a human being outside of us. Oh no. Well, you don't want to lose a finger. I have definitely injured myself in similar ways. I cut my finger in art class using an X-Acto knife. I've cut myself cooking. I constantly drop things and bump into things and lose my footing. It's a pretty frequent occurrence. So I sympathize for you. I don't know what Nick is doing. I imagine it's possible he could never return. He's probably removing his teeth, since they are now made out of candy. Oh, here it comes.
Here I come. We got some cars.
Did we have a Back to the Future car that was Lazarus's?
No. We never did a Back to the Future.
I thought we had one.
Mm-mm.
Is it called the DeLorean?
Yeah.
Right?
Here's some cars. We've got a Lego pizza van with a side that opens up here where you can create some pizzas. It's for the City Pizza, part of the Lego City set.
Carrot says he's clumsy like me.
That's not good.
He has knives too.
Oh, clumsy and knives. That's not a good combo. Here's a, I think this was a Jurassic World set with like a Velociraptor car.
Are we still going, by the way?
Yeah.
I need to sort more pieces.
There's a Velociraptor car of Legos. We've got this monster truck here. This was part of the Lego. What do they call this set? It had a mobile game you could put on your phone, and you could shoot the ghosts. It was like an AR game. It was really cool.
Oh, I know the one with the hell of the ghosts in it.
Yeah.
Like the haunted houses and
I
stuff.
feel like it started with an I.
I thought it started with something different.
But this was part of that set. I think I still have the app on my phone because we got this set. We got a bunch of these from this series. I don't think I got them all, but I was helping my son put all these together. And so you put the app on your phone, and then you'd set your set down, and then you could zap the ghosts that appeared around it and all that kind of shit. It's fun.
He said he imagined that you were clumsy when you were silly, and I said that Lazarus inherited that. He got your silliness and my clumsiness, so...
Yeah. And this Schul bus is also from the same set. See that? It's part of like their kind of Ghostbusters
Doesn't
themed.
it say on there?
No, it doesn't say on the actual set that you put together. But he had, we got all these, and then there's a train as well. But this comes out, which is kind of neat. You can put people in there to hunt down the ghosts and all that kind of cool stuff.
Look at all these pieces.
I think that's neat. I always like these sets. I can't remember the name of them right now for some reason.
I just want to say that I feel very underappreciated right now.
Why?
Because nobody sees this hard work I'm doing.
Everyone sees it.
No, they don't. Does anybody see this? Nope. You don't. If you saw this mess of pieces I'm sorting right now, you'd probably scrape your own eyeballs out.
And not exactly a car, but we do have this. This is topical because it's another one of the Mega Construx Masters of the Universe sets. This is the Wind Raider. And we got that right here too. So,
I just want to point out that this is absurd.
What's absurd?
This.
What, the pile of shit you got there?
Yes. Look at it. It's like a full-time job.
Well, I'll help.
I don't get paid enough.
I'll help you, of course. If you just wait, just patiently. So there you go. There's a few little vehicles for you.
Vehicles.
Yeah, a few little vehicles.
Our 4-year-old likes to call them vehicles.
Let me get a sip here.
How are your teeth?
They're good. What's my favorite car? Out of the ones I just showed you?
Maybe in general, you're not much of a car guy.
Well, I think they meant after. I think Gia meant after the ones I just showed here. Well, probably the school bus here. I just think this is a cool set. It's neat. You've got like you got the blaster up here. You got like the radar. You can have tracking the ghost movements, And it drives pretty well. It's got nice sturdy wheels. You got that big exhaust back there. And this part that pulls out, that's a neat feature, I think. So you can put your Lego figurines in there and slide them right back in. Yeah, this is a cool set. I'm going to go with this one. That's what I would say. There you go. Okay. Question for Nicholas Villars, aka Super Divorce. What's the biggest animal you think you could reasonably fight barehanded?
Warrior.
I think I could do better than warrior. The biggest animal I could fight barehanded. Warrior would win. No, I would just punt warrior. That's all you'd have to do with him.
He's tippy tapping.
He is. He just.
About him.
I said his name, then he tippy tapped across the kitchen.
Here he is. He's waiting to see what the world holds for him over here.
No, not the baby. But that's what I would do. If I had to fight warrior, I would just kick him. I would just punt him across the house.
We don't condone that, though.
No, I don't condone it. I'm just saying if he were attacking me, like if warrior became rabid and tried to attack me, I would punt him and he would go flying like a football.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. The biggest animal that I could fight and win, because it's, yeah, I mean, I want to win. I'm trying to think of something like really big but slow.
A sloth.
They aren't that big though, are they?
I mean, you can hold one. Probably like Emerson's size. Smaller than you.
Well, yeah. I'm trying to think of something big. Do I have to catch it first? Do I have to like chase it down? Or is it just already in front of me? Because I mean, if that were the case, if it's already right in front of me, then why don't I just say a giraffe? What's he gonna do? I feel like I would be able to beat a giraffe in a fight if I could just... You're in an arena? Okay. Yeah.
Their necks are really strong. They can like, I think, wasn't there, hold on. I think there was a bit ago where giraffes were like taking their necks and like fucking whopping people. I think that happened recently and it was very dangerous. And I want to say either somebody died or was critically injured from like a giraffe neck whop.
I don't know. I'm going to say a giraffe.
I don't think you're right. I'm going to look that up.
So like the biggest animal ever, basically, that's still alive.
What, a giraffe?
Yeah.
I mean,
tallest, yeah.
Probably not biggest. I mean, an elephant is probably bigger.
Carrot says step under his chest and start speed bagging his nuts.
Oh,
yeah.
What is speed bagging?
Like the...
Oh, that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not what I pictured. That's better.
Yeah.
Than what I pictured. I thought he wanted you to entice him in a bad way.
Yeah, he says step under his chest and start speed bagging his nuts. OP strats, just saying. Is that the craziest thing I've said in this channel? Maybe.
I want to know. We need a.
Oh, hold on.
We need a guy.
Gio wants to know what's my favorite games that I've played. Well, in recent memory, over the course of the past year, I would say that in 2021, my favorite games were, and I played them both on this channel. My favorite games of 2021 were Happy's Humble Burger Farm and Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Kara says my favorite game is E-SWAT. No.
What's that?
E-SWAT is getting no love from this channel. No. Don't listen to Carrot. Definitely not E-SWAT. In 2022, what have I been really impressed with in 2022? Night at the Gates of Hell was fantastic. And all the poop killer games. Those are hilarious and fun. And what else? Like I spent so much time with like super indie games this year. I'm trying to think. There wasn't a whole lot that I played with like big sweeping epics or like big AAA titles. I missed out on most of them because I've been so dedicated to the under the radar indie titles. So I'd probably have to look back because I'm sure I'm missing things, and I'd see stuff I played where I was like, oh yeah, that was really cool. That was really cool. But I've also played a lot of shit. I played so many games this year. You know, I played like, I think I looked and it's over 250 that I've uploaded to this channel in 2022. So it's tough to say without going through them. It's tough to say which ones were my favorites. Because when you play that many games, it's easy to forget stuff even that you had a lot of fun with. So I'd have to look at that.
So just to confirm, in 2018, there was a filmmaker named Carlos Carvalho, who was a famed wildlife cinematographer who was whopped by a giraffe neck and died. He was hit by they like clotheslined him or something. Hit him headbutt, neck swoop.
And he died?
He died. Yeah. Yeah.
Was he doing anything to provoke the giraffe, or was he just standing there?
I don't think that he did any. I think the giraffe went rogue. There was another accident involving a giraffe, a minibus, and a rental car that resulted in the death of a Swiss man. There's another giraffe that trampled a toddler.
Jeez.
And his mom. The toddler didn't make it.
That sounds like the beginning of like a...
And she worked at that resort that worked with the animals. She was like a person that attended to the animals there.
It's like the beginning of a revenge movie, where like you find out what happened to your parent, and it was this giraffe, and your life's mission is to go and fucking slaughter it. You become hell-bent on tracking down the giraffe that killed your family because he just swung his neck around.
Well, it said that the wife, that was one of the stories, was that the wife went face to face. Grieving widow faces down giraffe who killed her husband, Carlos, the man I mentioned earlier.
What do you mean she faced it down? She go after it and was gonna kill it, or it was like in the moment
she just faces him down after Gerald. Sorry, it's not funny. Gerald, the giraffe. I thought that was like the Toys R Us guy's name.
That's Jeffrey.
Okay. Sorry. Just says she wanted to see what it was like to be near the giraffe in her husband's last moments.
So she forgave the giraffe?
She just paced alongside it. I guess she wanted to feel what her husband must have felt in those last terrifying seconds of his life. So she went and stood next to him. I don't know.
I feel like you would have wanted to take his head as a trophy.
Just said she hung out with him.
Jeez. Speaking of Jeffrey.
Oh God. This stream has just gone completely off the rails. Completely off the rails.
We went to Macy's. You know, Toys R Us are coming back now, but they've got them situated inside Macy's locations across the country. So we went to the Macy's inside the Toys R Us inside one of the Macy's nearby our home. And as we're checking out, I spied behind the register that they had these. And I said, I'm going to get one of those. And I said, hold on, would you mind grabbing that Jeffrey pop for me? And I added this to our order. This is a Jeffrey Christmas pop vinyl. And I really don't like collecting these things. I've got a few. I feel like everyone's got
Yeah, I was actually kind
one
of
or two
shocked
of these.
that you went for that.
I just don't get into pop figurines, but every now and again, I'll see one that I'm like, okay, I'll do that. And I have a connection to Jeffrey because I used to work at Toys R Us, third shift, stock crew. Probably one of my favorite jobs. No, probably about it. One of my favorite, like, clock in, clock out jobs I ever had in my life. Working at Toys R Us third shift was really a fantastic time. I loved it because it was like the perfect job for me. Go in, go to the back. There's a big ass stack of boxes. All right, Nick, you've got this aisle tonight. You take this pallet of boxes over there.
Oh.
And what?
In the midst of your insane crunching, you spewed a piece of hard candy that is now stuck to the pages
Oh, well.
of the book.
I saw you crunch some pages earlier, so
Turkington.
I did.
Okay. You're being him. Great Turkington.
But anyway, I mean, that was a perfect job. I loved that job. It wreaked havoc on my sleep cycle when you work third shift
I thought
through
it was
the night.
I thought it was first shift after third shift at Speedway.
No, that's what I did. I would leave Toys R Us and go and work first shift at Speedway.
I thought it was the other way around.
No. Because third shift at Toys R Us was when we stocked, because there was no one in the building, you know.
And I thought it was like 6 to 9 or something like that.
Mm-mm. So, it was great. Perfect. Take your boxes down your aisle. No one fucks with you. No customers walking up. No one getting in your way. It's just like, get this done before 6 a.m. And everyone was cool. And I was very efficient. I did a good job when I worked there. So much so that I was tasked with several phase changes. Do you know what phase changes are, Jess? It's like when they're turning one section into another. So it's like, oh, well, where we used to have the baby dolls, we're now going to make the video games be over there, or the board games or something like that. And you have to take everything down and like switch them out in different spots.
Yeah, we had to do that at the Express.
Oh, there you go.
I can't remember. They had some catchy name for it where we had to stay third shift and fucking move product and make the whole store different.
Yeah, stuff like that.
They always had some catchy name for it, though.
We called them phase changes at Toys R Us. Not what you called them at Express.
I don't remember. I just remember everybody was required to do it, and I got pissed every time because I didn't want to.
Well, being trusted with a phase change is a big deal.
Everybody had to do them.
I had to do them at Toys R Us. So how about that?
Okay, well, I did too.
They could have called me in at Express. You should have told them. You should have said, hey, my, at the time, probably fiance.
No, boyfriend.
Phase changes. Huh?
You were my boyfriend.
We were boyfriends at that point?
Yeah. You're just boyfriends.
Carrot says he thinks he could beat up a really big seal and Jeffrey the giraffe.
Although, when we were in Alaska, they were talking about how those seals were fucking wild, remember? Or was it the sea lions?
No, sea lions.
Sea lions.
Different.
Yeah, they were like aggressive and crazy and weighed 1,000,000 pounds.
Carrot says, I do not have collectible madness. I have collectible madness combat plushes coming my way. My pride and joy next to my Super Divorce Super Chat drawing. Well, thank you. I'm glad that's proudly displayed for you. I worked hard on that.
Where's the Rockers carrot? What was it?
Rockin' Rackers.
Yeah.
You didn't send a hand-drawn picture of Rockin' Rackers to Carrot?
We should.
Well, you never did. You don't even have a hand-drawn version.
It was hand-drawn on my tablet.
Yeah, on your tab. That's not pen and ink.
Nobody asked for pen and ink.
Well, you're the one who's talking about it. He doesn't have a he doesn't have a rock and rackers. Well, I had to draw that and send it to him.
Well, I could email it to him. I could email him the digital file. He can print it off
That's
on
not
his
the same.
desktop computer.
It'll never be. It'll
Well,
never.
then I'll print it out and send it to him.
You can't print it. You'd have to redraw it by
No,
hand.
Why? It was still drawn by hand, whether it's drawn on paper or drawn on a digital device. I didn't trace anything. I drew
I know
it
you didn't.
out of my brain.
But to be.
Nope. I disagree. we're gonna fight on this all day. It is still drawn by hand.
I know it was. I'm not saying you copied it from someone.
Well,
I'm just saying.
"Ooh, if you do it on a tablet, you're cheating. No, you're not. You're still doing the same goddamn thing you'd be doing on paper. Some people cheat. I'm not cheating. I don't even know what I'm doing. I've been building this for 25 years by myself while you've been crunching candy and talking shit.
All right, here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to imbibe and crunch
No.
this
you're not.
entire
No, you're not.
crystal glass
No.
of baby ribbon candies, and I'm going to spit them into this
But
bag.
why?
Why?
Why would you do that?
Because they got to get used up.
Well, why don't you just throw them away?
Because it's entertainment.
But you have to ruin your teeth and
No.
your soul and everybody's eardrums in the process?
Are you ready?
No. You're gonna die.
Are you ready for the crunching to begin?
Should I even like do this right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna come back and help you after.
You're not gonna help me. You haven't been helping me, and you're never gonna help me.
I'm gonna let you finish.
No, you're
But
not.
first, let me get this
Stop.
crystal candy. Here we go. All the baby ribbon candy is going in my mouth.
That won't all fit.
Well, I'll have to do it in several bites then.
Oh, not bites.
See about how it's filled up here?
Oops.
All right.
I don't even know what I'm doing. This is so distracting. Sorry, everybody. Oh. A worse sound has never been created. Oh. I hate this. Mm-mm. Are you gagging? Like there's a moment of desperation there. Are you okay? You don't look so good. By the way, he's made it like 10% of the way through the candy. What's the point of spitting it out now?
Cause it's chewed up.
This is Nick. All right, I'm
Then I
gonna.
got-
If I'm to remain married, I need to leave.
We're gonna get all the way through it.
No, you're gonna get all the way through it. I'm gonna go to bed.
No.
Yes, this is disgusting. I'm not doing this.
What's disgusting?
There's like sauce dripping out of your mouth as you lean over a bag, spitting out candy that you just crumpled up in the most obnoxious way possible, and you still have 3/4 of a crystal mug to go. We're not doing this all night.
There's
Sorry, I veto this. I veto it. I'm done. I'm turned off.
We just got a little bit more.
No, I'm gonna leave.
Don't go anywhere. Hold
Nope. I'm the only thing holding this stream together right now. You've gone rogue. You've gone.
on. Carrot said that I'm suffering for their entertainment.
Well, I'm also suffering.
I've not gone rogue.
Yes.
You're the one who made me buy this candy in the first place.
No, we were at the store and you said, "Oh, look at this candy," and I said, "Don't buy that." And you said, "I'm going to use it on the stream," and I said, "No, that's terrible. Everybody hates that candy. Nobody wants to hear you crunch it." And yet here you are. Oh my God. This is disgusting.
I'll turn around and spit out.
What?
You'll have to see it.
I don't want to see.
Okay, now,
I just want to put it on the record that this is one of the worst things that's ever happened to me. Just so everybody knows. Okay, Nick. This is good. I'm reaching my limit.
We're almost done.
No.
What?
There we go. All fixed. I'd like to have a husband with teeth and with a functioning heart unit.
That's what I'm spitting it out.
You turned into Christian Bale. You can't even move your mouth
I
properly.
mean, Christian Bale.
Yes.
Wow.
Because your mouth is moving the way that his goes. You can't close your teeth properly.
Does Christian Bale have a problem closing his teeth? Does he? I've never noticed that before.
No, not closing his teeth, but you just did what he does.
What does he do?
I don't know. It's hard to describe.
What? What are you talking
Very
about?
specific to Christian Bale.
Does anyone...
No, they can't see you. They can't see it.
Carrot said...
Christian Bale back in those, Kev.
Why is Christian Bale back in the news?
Because...
What does he have to do with me crunching hard candy?
Because the way that you moved your mouth, it's like he's always got a slight, tenseness to his jaw patterns, and he also has a very, very subtle lisp that you just accomplished when you just tried to talk to me like that.
He doesn't have a lisp.
Yes, he does. It's very slight, but it's there. Trust me.
I've never noticed Christian Bale lisp before.
Yeah, you're doing it right now.
Because I can't shut my mouth all the way.
Yes, yes. It's almost like his teeth don't line up right or something. I'm not sure what causes it.
You hear about this, Kev? Nick Villaz ate an entire bag of grandma candies, Kev. And, Kev, I'm surprised he can still open his mouth, Kev. You hear about that? He's got grandma's had candies on a live stream, Kev.
It's getting worse.
Look, we've made our way
We're
almost.
Done. We're done.
We're almost all through.
Then I'm going to bed. I'm going to veto. I don't listen to the crunching and see that sauce come out of your mouth anymore.
That's why I said I'll turn around when I spit it out.
I still know you're doing it.
I'll turn around.
Nope.
Every now and then I want a little bit more of baby ribbon hard candy. Turn around.
Tell that guy that left you a negative comment to come back, because we're about to see a real super divorce here. About to...
Carrot says this
Right
goes in the
papers.
streaming hall of fame with the drunken stream.
No, that was not a good Hall of Fame moment. Nobody enjoyed that.
It's entertainment, Jess. It's entertainment value. How many other streamers get on and are going to chew up an entire baby ribbon bag of candy?
Nobody, because nobody wants to see that. That's
I do the things that Markiplier
he would
refuses to
do
do.
that. No, he would do that.
Well, then don't you think that I should do the same
No, you're not him.
to get on the same level of
No.
renown?
No, because
To do
I'm
the
the only one
things-
that has to look at your stupid face while you do this.
I'll
and
turn. I said I would turn around. You don't
No.
have to look at me.
I still have to know that you're doing it. Also, you don't have health insurance, so why don't you knock it off?
What does that matter?
Because you're going to give yourself a goddamn heart attack.
From
You
chewing
won't.
hard candy?
Yes!
How fragile am I as a
You are
man?
fragile.
You think my heart can't take chewing up hard candies? Is that what you think of me as a man? That's
No, just
how rugged I am.
Just as a human, it's not safe to eat a whole crystal cup full of
I'm not even
ancient-
eating them. I'm
ancient
spitting
candies.
them out.
It doesn't matter if you spit them out, your body still absorbs all the sugar.
No, it doesn't.
A lot of it.
The sugar's in the bag,
You're still soaking it in your mouth.
not the part that's spit out into this bag.
You don't understand.
My wife doesn't think that I'm capable of chewing up hard candies and
Nope.
spitting them out. My heart can't take it.
My heart can't take it. What about that?
Ah.
What about that? Huh?
Carrot says if those old ladies in the nursing homes can handle this, I'm sure it won't
They
kill
don't
you.
eat it. They don't eat it themselves. They put it in cups for everybody else to eat and die. It's like their legal maneuver that they can off people.
Why do they want to do that?
Because old ladies are grumpy just as much as everybody else is.
So they just
Don't
want
you
to
think
kill
they want to
people?
kill people sometimes?
They just
Yes.
want to kill people.
Right here, darling, have some of this candy.
You just reach an age where you just want to murder people.
Yeah, why not? I kind of want to murder people right now.
Well, then let me eat this candy and
No,
see what we can get done.
you're not even helping me with this.
I'm trying to get done with it, and
This is gonna take you all night and like all of tomorrow night to eat all that candy.
I'll do it quick. A few chomps of each mouthful, and then I'll spit it out.
It's run its course. It's an old joke at this point. Turned off.
All right, fine. Jess is vetoing it.
It's
Mom
too
says
much.
Mom says no
It's
more.
too much. It's too much. My little heart can't take it anymore, and neither can yours.
Don't
if we're
blame
being
me.
honest. You get a clogged artery from the bowl of candy.
People are gonna unsub now
No, they're not.
because I didn't make it all the way through like I said I was going to. Made false promises.
You can. I'm just gonna leave you to finish by yourself.
No,
Because I
you can't
can't
do that.
concentrate and get this done. We just opened 3 bags and look at all these pieces. I can't do it all by myself.
Okay, fine. I'll leave this here, and when we finish and Jess leaves the room, then I will chomp the rest of these candies and spit them in this Kroger bag when she is gone from
I'm
here.
gonna go to sleep.
I'll put them to the side so that I can resume my activities here. Just a second. Hey Jess,
What?
you want me to make you a Bartesian?
I don't know. I think that thing probably needs cleaned again by now.
Does it?
I don't know. Last time it kind of smelled like vinegar. I think I
That
need.
might just be the alcohol.
No. I think it needs cleaned because I haven't used it. You can just bring my wine.
I already in hand. Carrot said sell the Kroger bag.
What?
It
Ew,
said
no.
sell the Kroger bag. I'll put it
No.
on eBay after the stream. You can own a piece of super divorce history. Get this bag full of
If you only saw the disgusting nature of what was coming out of his mouth,
Oh Lord.
nobody would buy that.
You too can own a piece of super divorce history with this baby ribbon bag of classic Christmas candy signed by Super Divorce and
What?
Jess.
I like that I spent 2 days making Christmas candy, and that's what you're eating.
I'm not eating it, I'm spitting it out. What if I would have done that with your candy? You would have been butthurt.
Well, of course.
Well, yeah. I want to eat your candy. I don't want to spit it into a Kroger bag. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Yes, but just for sake of argument, I would like everybody to see your concoction.
What concoction?
Your turd.
Oh, my turd rolls. My turd candy. We've moved on to Artisanal Brewworks Warhead's Extreme Sour Hard Seltzer Green Apple. And once again,
See, I even
not
wrote,
extreme.
I even wrote on the box so we know which one's the good toffee, and this one says turd toffee.
There's the turd toffee right there.
We'll open it here. It's even worse than I remember.
There's
Do you like to eat one on stream?
the turd splattered.
Surrounded by. It looks like somebody had a hard time getting this on here. Anyway.
All right, tastes good. Ow, You know what's funny is that, like, in real life, in my day-to-day, hold on. It's sticky. In my day-to-day, I can't stand the sound of people crunching, the sound of people chomping, lips smacking, like my stepdad, my former stepdad, growing up, would smack his lips and chomp so badly at dinner that, like, by the time I reached high school, I would like have to take my plate and excuse myself to my bedroom to finish dinner because I couldn't stand the sound that much. Like it pissed me off. It made me like almost violently angry, where I couldn't hardly sit with myself. And I think I've gotten able to handle it better over the years.
Why I'm struggling at the moment.
But I still hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I still hate when people smack their lips and chomp and crunch.
I do too.
But when you get to do it, it's undeniably hilarious, especially if you hate hearing it yourself.
Yeah.
Like I do. So if I get the opportunity to chomp and crunch in excess, I know how it affects me, and that makes it more hilarious to do in the world, I think.
I guess, except for I'm over here just dying inside. As I do. Nick and I both have the same, although I think you pick up on more of the subtleties, but I think that the version that exists in me is a bit more extreme, and it's more encompassing to a lot more different sounds. Yours is just like you'll hear like Lazarus clearing his throat or something, and I don't even know. I can't even like pick up on that, but I don't know.
What's that?
The crunching and the sounds, they get to be too much.
Look, okay, I wouldn't subject anyone to it who couldn't leave. You know. Or if someone
why do you
said,
want people to leave though? These are people who are coming to your channel to enjoy their time.
I don't want them to leave.
But you're crunching in their ears, and you would leave. You would leave if you were on a stream and somebody was doing that.
No, I would probably think that was funny. The problem is when you're like in a room with someone and you can't say anything. Mm-hmm. The problem is when you can't point it out, you know, because then it can become fun. If I was sitting with someone and they started doing that like an absurd way, mm-hmm. like if one of my friends were doing it, Jason was or something,
and it was hard,
and I'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing right now?" You know, and then he hammed it up, then like the tension's broken about it, and you can kind of laugh. But if someone doesn't know they're doing it, or like maybe they do.
I've got a good story for that.
Yeah?
When I was younger, Lauren, my good friend, she also hates the chomping. Mm-hmm. We would talk about it all the time. And her dad was a construction worker. And he looks just like Crocodile Dundee. What's that guy's name?
Paul Hogan?
Yeah, he looked like dead on. Have you ever seen your dad?
No.
Just like him. A little scrawnier, you know? And I didn't really get to see him a lot because he's always working jobs and stuff, but she would always talk about how she could not stand eating with him because he was just so ridiculous about it. And I'm like, you know, my dad has always kind of been weird about that too, but never, you know, his is very subtle. And I'm like, no, it can't be that bad. And she's like, yeah, it's just like insane. And she would make fun of it and like we would laugh about it. And one time I was over there for dinner and he was there and he starts eating and it was like the most comical thing to me because it was so extreme that I just like could not believe that that's how somebody ate and they didn't like notice. It was like when you make fun of it.
Yeah.
Not the hard candy, but I don't remember what we were eating. It was just anything, but he was just so extreme that it was comical. And I started laughing. I lost it, and she started laughing. He looked over and goes, "What? What's so funny?" And he keeps doing it, and I'm like, you know, we're both like trying to hold it back, and I'm like, nothing. He's like, no, what has it gone? And he's like chuckling along with us, and I felt terrible, but at the same time, like, how does he not know? Anyway, this is also the girl that had the mom with the lazy Susan, so I learned a lot of things from them.
Well.
You said Randy was a chomper.
Yeah, big time.
He looks like a chomper.
But I was not able to say anything because he would have gotten really pissed.
Did your mom notice?
No, because she's kind of a chomper too.
Is she?
So that's what I said. I
never,
literally,
like, eaten,
I would
like, with your mom too much.
I would take my food to my bedroom.
Your mom does make a lot of like noises when she's eating.
Yeah.
But she's enjoying her food, you know.
Mm-hmm.
She does a lot of commentary, which is, you know, that's okay. I'd rather that any day over just.
No, like that. It was mostly him, to where, literally, I would get so pissed because like it would just do something. Like it just made my blood boil. Maybe it was, I don't know, but I got to a point where I ended up most nights just taking my food to my bedroom to finish eating.
Didn't your mom think that was weird?
I don't know. It was like we weren't like a family that sat down and everyone's at the dining room table. How was your day? How was your day? It was like one of those, like most of the time we'd be in the living room, you know, and watching TV. It's like, I'm gonna go and watch TV in my room or whatever, you know, but take my food in there because I couldn't stand the chomping
Oh, I
and
never would have
crunching.
been allowed to do that. I would have been allowed to take my food to the other room. I would have got my ass whooped for that.
Carrot says this goes back to the whole swim upstream thing. Sometimes you got to tell someone to shut the fuck up. Well, Jess told me to shut the fuck up, didn't she?
Yeah, we're not doing that.
I'm just trying to make
Took that out of Bound Choice page.
Well, sorry.
She knows what's up.
We're just trying to be entertaining on the internet. You
Not
know?
entertaining to me.
Fine. I'll have to do a separate chomping stream
That's fine. You can
when
do
you're
that.
not home.
You can do that anytime. When I'm
Wife's not home. Secret chomping stream.
Stop.
I'll do that.
I hate you.
You know it's coming, guys. Keep a lookout. Wife's not home. Chomping stream.
Will you eat that whole entire container of turd candy?
100,000 subs extravaganza. That's what we'll
happens
do.
if you get 100,000 subs?
That'll be Wife's Not Home chomping stream.
Oh.
And I'll just chomp various foods on camera.
Nobody wants to see that.
Oh, that's even better. Carrot said Wife's Not Home Jay Leno chomping stream.
Oh, God. Don't give him ideas like that. What are you?
So, Kev, hot candy's back in the news. Huh? You guys hear about this? Huh?
Not hard
You know about
candy.
you ever been to an old lady's house, Kev? And she had a crystal bowl full of hot candies? Huh?
Stop.
Grab a handful of hot candies, Kev, sometime. It's good.
It gets like higher pitched every time you do it. One of these times you're gonna be like at a 10 octaves higher. What's the highest you can do?
I don't know. Guess we'll find out sometime. I don't know if we'll find out tonight.
I've been doing the stream alone.
No, you haven't. I've been
You've
keeping
been
people.
the CEO of Crunching, and I've been
Yeah,
over
I
here
have
trying
been
to
the CEO of
do the
Crunching.
goddamn constructs. Look how many I've got. Can they even see this?
Why
how
are
many
these guys
pieces?
keep falling down?
I don't, because I'm doing like this, you know. I'm stressed. I'm stressed out. I'm stressed to the gills.
Carrot wants to know, can Jess do a Jay Leno?
No, I can't.
Try it.
I know. I'm not drunk enough to go out on a limb like that.
Well, do another fireball and then give her a shot. Here.
No, I don't like that stuff.
I've got one.
I don't care if you've got one.
You're the one who bought them.
I bought them for guests so that they could die, not me.
Well, you're a guest in your own home. I'm offering this to you now.
Fireball back in the news. See, that's all you get. It's not good. I just talk at a higher voice.
You just gotta have a little more fireball.
I'm not doing it. That's all you get. That's one. I'm not good at impressions. I've got too shitty of a voice, a starting voice. It's not very malleable. I get like one tone, and I can go really deep, or I can go high, but I don't do Jay Leno. I'm not good at voice patterns or whatever you got to do to impersonate somebody. I don't know how you do it. You can like impersonate just about anybody, and I can't.
I was
You
at
just
a
did Christian
party,
Bale.
Kev. They were doing impressions of me, and it seemed like the more fireball they drank, then the better the impression of Jay Leno got, Kev.
Why does he always have to talk to Kev? Does he talk to anyone else? Or is it
No,
just
because
Kev?
he always talked to Kev.
But
He always talked to Kevin Eubanks.
Oh, Eubanks, that's right.
Yeah, he's always over on the side of the stage with his guitar.
Doesn't
and
Kev ever get sick of it?
No, he was there for 20 years, however long they were together. You say, oh yeah, Jay, you know?
This hype man?
Yeah. And then he'd do a little blues lick, and they'd go to the commercial and come back, and Kev's over there strumming away. He's like,
Kevin Eubanks, the Tonight Show Band.
and
Why
they
does he
point
say
over
it
to
like
him,
that? That's insulting.
and they come back.
Thanks, Kev. Next, this is an actor that you all know and love so much. He's a star of many different movies you all seen over the years. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got John Lovitz.
Christian Bale?
No. Well, I'm sure Christian Bale was on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
Maybe. Shoot.
Jay's voice got higher because he crossed his legs wrong,
No.
says Carrot. Do you think that's why?
When?
When?
Just all the time?
All the time. Holding his legs in the wrong position.
I don't know. My legs don't get higher when I do that.
Crossing your legs back in the news, Kev.
Not crossing your legs.
Do you
How would that ever be back in the news?
Do you think crossing your legs has ever been back in the news? Has crossing your legs ever been in the news? It probably has.
Yeah, they say if you
Studies show.
Yeah, if you cross your legs, you'll get varicose veins, and you can increase your risk of blood clots, I think.
Spider veins back in the news, Kev. What's the difference between spider veins and varicose veins? No one knows the difference. They all seem like interchangeable. You get the stripes going up the back of your legs.
Stop! People do know the difference. I thought you were going to tell a joke, and then you just kept going with a bunch of nonsense. I had a punchline.
My mom came over for Christmas dinner. I said, you got the spider veins, Mom? And she said, no, those are varicose veins, Jay. I said, what's the difference? It's the same thing, the spider veins, varicose veins. They're all veins.
Stop.
What is the difference between spider veins and varicose veins? Aren't they the same thing?
I don't know.
They're the same.
Varicose, I think, are more, like, you know, they're more bulbous. They're like thicker.
Bulbous?
Yeah, they're like more. What do you want to say? They're like more prominent, where spider veins are smaller. Maybe they're not. I don't know. I don't really know.
Varicose veins are more prominent. They're like
Yeah, like
bigger,
yeah.
bigger veins.
Yeah, like the big juicy ones. Or spider veins are like more flush with the skin, and they're multitudinous. You see more of them. I don't know if that's actually right, but I think that that's correct. I don't know for sure. I think the varicose are more dangerous, whereas spider veins are more like just aesthetically less pleasing to some. But varicose veins, I think, can cause issues.
So if you could have one or the other, you would choose to have varicose veins instead of spider veins.
No, the other way around.
You said more spider veins are more numerous.
Well, they're like smaller, and you might see more of them, but they're not as like plump. They're not as big. Whereas
varicose veins.
Yeah, varicose veins are like those big, like wormy looking ones.
Hmm.
Spider veins are more like, they almost just like look like these, but they're, you know.
What causes spider and varicose veins?
I'm not an expert
Diet?
on those. No, well,
From
I mean,
bad
I feel like
diet?
diet probably causes everything, but poor health habits. They say pregnancy, you can get them.
Pregnancy?
Yeah.
I've never seen you with spider or varicose
I've got
veins.
like one. I've got one, I think, in one of my legs. Right? Where is it? I got one somewhere in my calf.
It just looks like a vein.
Well,
It's
I
not a
don't remember
spider
where it is.
vein.
I don't remember where it is. I've got one somewhere. Well,
Carrot, you got any
yeah,
spider
right there.
veins?
See it?
Oh, that's not a
That.
spider vein.
Yes.
No, it's
That
not.
is, if you had a bunch more, it's.
Well, you gotta have more than one to be a spider vein.
I don't know.
Carrot, you got spider veins or varicose veins, or you know anyone with
I think it's more
the
common in
combination
women.
of the two?
It's more common in women, and I think men can get them.
Carrot said he's contacting every major producer on this side of the planet with a supercut of my Jay Leno impression, and with any luck, I'll go prime time.
Is that right?
Do you think I should do a... How about this? What if I did a local open mic night dressed as Jay Leno, and I went up and did my Jay Leno
Dressed
impression?
as or addressed?
Dressed as.
Oh.
Like if I went up with a Jay Leno wig and a big silly putty chin.
You probably don't even, you just shave your beard.
Well,
You probably don't need a silly putty chin. You've already got a large chin.
Jess is making a joke about my chin.
You do have a prominent chin. Oops.
I could do an open mic night as Jay Leno.
You could. I accidentally paused the music.
Can I do a Freddy Krueger impression? I guess I could.
What does he say?
I don't know. Welcome to prime time, bitch. That's one of his famous sayings. Well, it is.
Well, go ahead. Let's hear it.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know how he says it. Do you remember when you were explaining to Emerson what happened to Freddy Krueger?
Mm-hmm.
You said everybody burned him up.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, sounds like a bad day."
Sounds like a bad day. That's a tough one to do without, because it's such an iconic voice of Robert Englund, you know.
I can't even think of what he sounds like right now.
Well, his voice is
all I
down and
can just
gravelly, and
hear is the sound of your crunching in my ears.
my crunching has ruined Jess's night for some reason. Out of all the things in life,
It would have ruined your night too.
No, it wouldn't.
You hear somebody crunch for like a second and you're turned off. Your whole day's ruined.
Why don't you crunch with me?
I don't want to, because I don't want that stuff stuck in my teeth. And I just spent like 2 days making sugar-free candy, so I don't have to eat sugar.
My teeth are totally clean now. I've gotten it all
No thanks.
good to go.
No thank you.
You can crunch with me. We can have a bonding married crunch moment.
I don't want to eat
Live
that
on the
food.
internet.
No, I'm okay.
We could start a crunching OnlyFans.
Stop it.
Where it's
Nobody would buy that.
we just crunch together and spit
No.
candy into a bag.
No, that's the worst part is this. The ridiculous aspect of spitting it into a bag is even worse than the obnoxious crunching. I don't know why you want to do that. I don't know why. I don't know why that
not?
appeases you. But I'm missing a piece. Not that you care. You don't even care about this Lego Construx.
What do you mean I don't care? You haven't given me anything to do. You've just been doing it all yourself.
Because you have, I've been setting up pieces for you, and
Well, I
you keep
didn't-
just not doing it. So I just keep putting it together.
No, I just thought you were just doing it on your own and you didn't even want me to bother with it.
No, you're the one that's supposed to be building. You just are too preoccupied with your dang crunch.
I haven't crunched anything for like an hour.
Well, then here, build something.
Okay, where are we?
Right here on this really confusing part.
It's not that confusing. It's two of these pieces. It's this one and this one. Like that. And then we've got a flat piece on the front.
We haven't seen Mr. Dorfus this evening.
No, I wonder what Jorfus is up to.
We haven't received a Dorfus joke.
Maybe he's preparing for the
Battle?
tomorrow's big World Cup match, and I think Argentina is in the finals. So maybe he's
Really?
yeah.
You know what you're doing?
Yeah. Look, we got that. And then we've got this beast right there, and then this one right there. There we go. And wait, what are these for? So we need two of those.
Underneath.
Oh, okay, now I see.
And they connect here.
So like that, and like that. Right here?
Mm-hmm. By the way, I'd like to point out that everybody kept giving me shit for breaking all the other ones. I haven't broken a single thing today.
Yes, you have. Everyone saw you earlier. Yeah.
Look, I built this whole thing all by myself. Nobody's praised me for my non-breaking of things. And I didn't break it earlier. I just built it wrong and I had to take it apart and put it back together. I didn't break it.
Okay.
Don't buzzer me. Idiot. Not a game show.
Don't call me an idiot.
Don't buzzer me.
That's abuse.
It is. There you go.
Hey, Carrot said he was proud earlier.
I didn't hear that part. I just heard where everybody said I was crazy because at least I was always breaking stuff and you're not.
What do you mean at least you're always breaking stuff? What the
They said I'm crazed.
Where does this go?
What? You
You
just did
hand
this
me-
piece. You're here.
I
It goes
can't.
little one, ugly green, little one.
Okay. What's on the other side of that? Little one?
Mm-hmm.
And then over here?
The same pattern. Thanks, Carrot, for being proud of me. Like some people.
I'm proud of you. Hey! Everyone sees that. They're not going to be proud of you for abusing me in poking me and stabbing me with.
What if I do this?
That's an asshole.
You're an asshole. There. There's that. There's that. There's that. There's that. There's 2 of those. There you go. Put 'em up there.
I'm trying to see what I gotta do. This one has a flat piece underneath.
Carrot's the lone survivor.
He is
Actually,
the lone survivor.
It says 1 is left. That might just be me. I don't know. Carrot, are you still here?
Yeah, Carrot's there.
Maybe he gave up on us.
He ain't no chump. Wait, this one right there? And then what's next to that?
A circly one. And then a 2-piece.
And then a
Oh, he said that's me.
2-piece. Okay, and then on the other
A
side,
2-piece and then a 1-piece.
1 Piece. That's a famous anime.
Mm-hmm.
Carrot, you ever watch One Piece? It's got like 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 episodes.
That was Levi's favorite show.
Oh, One Piece. If you want to start, you better get started now, because you're going to be like 90 by the time you finish it. But some people might say the same thing about Dragon Ball, so, you know, fucking, go fuck yourself.
Here.
Alright, what do we do here? We've got...
Carrot, what's something... Oh, he said he watched 12 episodes before he got bored.
12 episodes of One Piece.
Carrot, what's something you want to know about Nick?
You're gonna make me do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6 over is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6 over it's right here.
I think on the wrong side.
Nope.
Oh.
And then right
I
next
see
to
what you're
that
doing.
is a piece like that, and then a piece like that, and then we got a piece. Is that another one like this? A piece. Who said a piece?
A piece? I don't remember what that's from.
One of the kids, I think. A piece.
Was it?
Yeah. All right. Next up, we've got a big long schlong.
I knew you were going to say schlong.
No, you didn't.
What made you start a YouTube?
What made me start a YouTube?
That's a good question.
Um.
Oh, waiting to hear the answer to that.
Well, I think way back, the first YouTube video that I ever posted, I had taken a video, I think, with your cell phone, Jess.
Mine?
Yeah. This is way before Super Divorce. I took a video with one of your old flip phones. And what I did was I took some chocolate.
Ew.
I took
That was not the first thing you did on YouTube.
Yes, it was.
Why?
I took some chocolate and I smeared it in the crack of my arm like this. Like I smeared chocolate like right here. And then I took my finger and I had just kind of smashed my finger down like that right there and made like some moaning sounds with like chocolate in the crook of my elbow. And I positioned the camera, I was holding the camera in such a way that it looked like a poopy butt crack. Garrett said, "What the fuck, Nick? Don't admit this on stream." No, you asked. So I thought it would be funny to make like a poopy butt crack and smear some chocolate and then like a person was taking their finger and smearing and this was years ago.
And you
This was-
uploaded that to YouTube?
Yeah, that was the first video I ever uploaded to YouTube, and it got taken down like within a few hours. It had
Oh yeah, because they thought it was real.
yeah, because they thought it was really a video of a man.
God.
Like,
Stop.
they thought it was really like a poopy butt crack video, and
You're like Blippi.
that was the first thing I ever uploaded to YouTube. So if you wanted to know, this was before like the
And
idea
that's what
of
inspired you to start a YouTube channel?
no, I just thought that was necessary to tell. I thought it would be a fun bit of trivia to know. What's the first thing you ever put on YouTube? That was the first thing I ever put on YouTube, but that was before I ever wanted to be a YouTuber or had any idea of using YouTube in a way that would help promote anything I wanted to do. It was like, oh, this would be funny. Why don't I just mess
I
around with
remember
this
when you
camera
took that video, by the way, you kept cracking up at yourself like it was the most hilarious thing.
It was hilarious because it looked like a butt crack with poop smeared on it.
Well, I
And-
didn't think it was very funny.
I thought it was hilarious, and I still think it's hilarious to this day.
Of course you do.
But YouTube didn't like it, and they took it down.
Can you hand me that, please?
But more seriously,
I think that's what Carrot was asking for.
more seriously, I would say that I was inspired by a fellow named Ethan Van Sciver, who's a comic book artist that I followed at DC Comics. I was a big fan of his. And back in like 2018, he started making a bunch of like silly videos about the sorry state of Star Wars. And then he would live stream. He would just talk shit about Star Wars and talk about bringing back this character he created in the 90s called Cyberfrog. Because he'd worked in mainstream comics for like 2 decades, and he had this character he created in the 90s that had just been sitting there dormant for years. And so kind of through talking shit about Star Wars, he gained a new audience of people who he was able to talk about his old character in front of. And because he streamed all the time and was constantly interacting with people, I was in those streams a lot, listening. Those streams were like really the soundtrack to me redoing and remodeling our house that we lived in before we moved. You know, repainting the entire fucking house and pulling up all the old carpet and putting down or refinishing the wood floors in this like 110-year-old house. All of that was done basically to the soundtrack of Ethan Van Sciver's live streams. And I saw that, you know, by interacting with people on a regular basis, he was able to build this community up of people who just like hanging out, hearing what he had to say. And yeah, I did review Cyberfrog on Camcorder Comics. That's right. Steel Trap Mind. You ain't joking. But that showed me, it's like, there's a way forward here besides just like learning how to market on Facebook. Because I had gone through that, you know, I was really still focused on mostly music. And I put a lot of time and energy into learning how to market on Facebook. Like I took classes on it and I implemented all the strategies, and I built the Super Divorce Facebook page up to having like as many followers as I have on YouTube now. I had like 15,000 followers on the Super Divorce Facebook page. And it all basically came from targeted marketing and getting people to click on links and have them follow my page. And I spent, I don't know how much money on that. Like, it was like any money that I made on downloads, like buying digital albums, or people who bought the album when it was released, whatever we made on crowdfunding, I would put basically into marketing on Facebook, because that at that point, back in 2016 and 17, seemed like the way to go. That's what everyone was doing, and I was like, oh, you got to have your Facebook page. Now it seems like no one gives a fuck about Facebook.
I can't remember the last time I got on Facebook.
Yeah.
Once a month, maybe I'll get on just to see, make sure everybody's okay. But
Yeah. But it really went downhill when they started doing this deal where it's like, oh, you've got 15,000 followers. Like, it seemed as though as soon as I started doing well on that platform, they enacted this new policy where if you didn't boost your post, meaning if you didn't pay at least $5 to have your post sent out, then it would be throttled. And if you had 15,000 subs, posting it organically was only going to reach literally maybe 10 to 15 people out of 15,000. If you put $5 on your post and then hit send, now maybe 150 people are going to see it. And so on and so forth, up to however much you have to pay to have your full number of subscribers see your post. And after I had already spent money on advertising on that platform, that just was bullshit to me. And I was like, I don't even want to fucking bother with this anymore. I'm done. And got off there. But going back to YouTube, what Ethan was able to do on YouTube seemed like a cool way forward to me. I was like, well, maybe if I can just get on here and just stream whatever the fuck, talk about shit, be genuine, be who I am, then maybe over time I'll gain an audience that I can kind of talk to about some of the shit that I have going on, you know. And
finally, a place where you can come and eat old lady candies as
exactly
loudly as you want without judgment.
Places where we can eat baby ribbon candies.
You can do, you know, your Jay Leno impressions.
Yeah. So that's really what inspired me to kind of take it seriously, and I think over time I have gravitated towards like the gaming side of it, which is cool. It's allowed me to get back into games in a way that I was I'd say I'm more into games now than maybe I've ever been in my life, and inspired me, like Ethan inspired me to get back into comics and kind of rekindle this love for art that I had when I was in middle school and high school, and start drawing again. And then doing the stuff on YouTube has inspired me to take games seriously again and start learning how to code, hopefully to make my own game and do all this shit in the meantime. So where it's all going to end up, I don't know exactly, but it seems like as good a route as any.
Does Carrot have a YouTube channel? Does he keep up with anything? Have you gone to his channel? I don't think I've visited. I don't think I've checked out your content. If you have anything, or if you just like to follow other people, it'd be worth knowing.
It would be worth knowing.
I'd like to know what you do, if anything. Like, I have a YouTube, but I don't do anything on it. I actually am trying to figure out what to do with my YouTube channel, but then I don't want to be a poser, since that's Nick's cup of tea.
Well, yes. Oh, yeah. I'm the only person who's allowed to live stream.
Well, I don't.
No,
know,
I told you, like.
I don't know, like, what to, like, where to focus my attention.
You do know where.
But in a way that where it's not like an additional time suck, because I don't really have a lot of. So like, I need to find a way to like incorporate it into what I'm already doing to make it interesting, but also not be, you know, something that I have to worry about. Like, oh, I have to, you know, figure out something to put on there.
Carrot says I make movie reviews for myself and my friends that I find them interesting, but I don't post them. Well, why not?
Do you have
Why not?
anything on your channel? Like
Yeah.
to support you? If you do,
Why don't you post them up?
maybe it's like the poopy butt arm crack video. Maybe he's just nervous.
Yeah, don't be nervous. Post your poopy butt arm crack video. Let the
Stop.
world see it. You know? And then
All right, I'm gonna come at you here. We have to do something here five times. So if we work together, we can get it done in half the time.
Okay.
So, well, no, these are done. These are done.
Oh no, I was just looking at them.
So we've got these pieces, these, and these, and we have to do this times 5. So we've got to get. We need one of these. I need one of those. We got to do like the cassette tape first.
The cassette tape.
Yeah, we gotta do that. And then you've got to do the nipples. Got to do a couple nipples sticking out. Donguses.
Hold on, is there one little, 2 little, 3 little butt plugs?
That was a nice song you just sang. Your voice sounded handsome.
Thanks. Is that a? That's 2 of those, right? Facing this way.
So this is
Like
step
that.
1.
And then we've got.
Should we build all of this part first, or build the whole unit? Did you do this?
I did that.
You've gone on without me.
I did what I thought you wanted me to. Wait, is the end supposed to?
It's supposed to be like this.
Hold on. Okay, I see now. Like it's this right here.
And then you jam it in. You flip it upside down and you jam it in like this.
You flip it upside down and jam it in.
Yeah, you gotta
Like
really,
that?
Yeah. See,
Okay.
you've got to really get it in there.
Wait, that one doesn't have a thing.
Why?
Is that right?
Well, those were the earlier ones. See, one had one on the side, and one had one on the other side. See, this one
Yeah.
had one on one. These are different.
Oh, okay,
These
I
were
thought you meant
before.
those were all supposed
No,
to be the same.
this is 1 and 2. Now we have 5 that are the same.
Okay.
Make sure you don't get them confused.
No, I won't. Like this and now this and this.
My fingers hurt from this.
Be careful. And then I gotta jam it in. Oh fuck.
Why did you say that? That wasn't so good. Now everybody's gonna leave.
Okay, and then wait.
Too worried about it.
I need one more like this. Looks like I'm missing one of these. No, like that.
I counted 10. Did you put too many of these on?
No. Like that. What did Carrot say?
I don't know. I'm not on it. He said he has to make his own butt crack arm poopy video. Was there another Carrot before me? Super device.
Super debate.
Sorry, my brain short-circuited. Super Divorce Fan Club members. Yes, there was. There was another wrench yielder.
Yeah, we did. We had a wrench yielder, fella named Obi-Wan, and
We don't know.
I don't know what happened to him.
We don't know what became of him. I think
It'd
there
be
was
like
some,
it'd be like imagine a year from now and someone's asking the same question or anyone before.
we say there
And I
was a
said,
Carrot.
yes, there was a guy named Carrot who had a wrench, and we don't know what happened to
Yeah,
him.
he just one day he just stopped.
He just stopped coming by, stopped hanging out.
I will say, There was a couple streams where I think Obi-Wan said he didn't agree with you on a few things, and then I think he just, I don't know if he got off YouTube or if he just wasn't allowed to.
I don't know.
You know, during the, you know, a lot of turmoil, and he was an Australian fellow. I think they felt very differently about things over there.
During the COVID times.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that.
I think there was a couple times where he was like, I don't know why you're being questionable about things, you know.
No, he had asked me several times.
Well, I know.
About
Maybe he
things.
didn't like
So
your
I'd be
answers.
interested. I remember him saying, "I'm interested to hear your thoughts on some of these COVID things."
But maybe
and
he
then,
didn't like your thoughts.
Well, why
Sometimes
would you
people-
ask for
'cause
someone's
some
thoughts
people
on
want to know
something?
so they know to not see you anymore.
Well, I don't know. Sorry.
I'm just letting you know. But there was a carrot before carrot.
I've never purity tested anyone around here.
I don't know what that means.
Like where you say, let me test you out and make sure that you think the way I want you to think before I say whether or not you're welcome.
You know, maybe life just got the better of him and he just moved on to other things. Who knows?
I don't know. Who knows?
I hope he's well, though.
I do.
He's
I
doing well.
wish him well. I wish him well. And I hope that, you know, I hope Carrot sticks around. I hope we're not talking about Carrot in this way
Well, we're not talking shit about Obi-Wan. I still like him.
Well, I know. I'm saying I hope that Carrot doesn't flee the scene. And,
Maybe something, you know, maybe he has an ailment that doesn't allow him to get on YouTube any longer.
could be.
Maybe his fingers are poopy.
I don't know.
Now we have to build some soldiers. here.
Carrot says I watch for Warrior. Well, Warrior's going to be around.
I don't
you
know
know.
where he is.
He'll be somewhere.
Warrior! Here he comes. Here comes the
Hear
tippy
him
tap.
tippy tapping around. There's Warrior.
Come here. Hey, you need your daily carrot appearance. Come here.
Carrot says he ate too much grandma candy. That might be.
Who, Warrior?
No, I think Obi-Wan ate too much carrot candy. Here you go. He's up on the Construx table.
He's got a sniff. It's your big day, Warrior. It's your big 15 minutes of fame.
Warrior's big day on the internet.
There you go. You've made it. Are you gonna smile? Why don't you show everybody how you do your hug? Ready?
His hug.
Yeah, his hug. Hold on, he's gotta settle down. Hold on. He's being too squirrely. There he goes. Likes to
Where's
hug. Likes to hug my hand.
He's hugging. There he is.
He's turned into a statue.
Good job, Warrior.
Sometimes he smiles. I think he's too stressed out right now. He doesn't know what's going on.
Carrot said he's so chunky and cute.
He is very fat. It's only like his chest area. There you go.
A rotund warrior.
Yeah, he spends a lot of time in his cage because he doesn't like the other dogs. So it's like he has like that thing where his upper body is like really massive and chunky, but his waist and butt are still really tiny.
Yeah.
It's like a bodybuilder that doesn't work out the lower half. You've got to build this like foosball army.
What in the world?
Wait, hold on. You need 5 of these to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Where do these all go?
On the toes, on the little feet at the bottom. But there's a specific order. You
Hold
have.
on, where are the... Wait,
Hold on. Let's line them up first. You've got the.
that one doesn't have
Hold
any...
on. That's because this goes on a specific spot. Give it a minute. Hold on. We're upside down. This is number 1. And this is the very end over here. And then we line everybody up. Here.
Like this.
And
And like that.
then you have to put this on their feet.
Cool. Okay, these go on their feet. On all of them? Or just...
No.
No, not the one on the left. The one on the
And then
left
there's
doesn't
like a-
get that.
There's like a one random in the middle that doesn't get it too. Number 3 for me. There you go. I can't do it.
You gotta put this on
Carrot
first.
says Warrior Villars, aka Super Divorce, here with co-host Nick Villars, aka OK Divorce.
Is that all of them? Wait. No, we need it right here. Okay. There we go.
Now you need this, and you need to put that on the top and finish it off with this.
Put it on the top where?
I don't know, like that. Right here, start it there. No, this goes on later.
Well, you just
On the
hand me
it
this.
goes on this side. But you have to put the big
Wait.
whirly poo on first. Starting right there.
Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Whoop. There. Okay. And then this, and then
And that should hang kind of over the side.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Like that.
Okay.
Very
We're almost
advanced.
done here, finally.
Advanced artistry.
Okay. So
Carrot, do you
now-
have any requests for the Sega Mania streams? I was thinking about, because you know, Sega Mania magazine, something cool that they did was every issue, they kind of upped their game in the visuals department. They added some cool flourishes, they increased the quality and added some fun little tidbits. Can you think of anything that you would like to see in future Sega Mania streams, maybe starting with the games in issue number 2, that you think would be cool to add? Anything presentation-wise? Anything cool that could be done to make the streams more attractive? What are you looking at here?
I don't know, I'm just trying to... It's hard to build it.
What goes next? You got a little golden piece over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a... Oh,
I
careful.
need a longer knuckle. Okay. There we go. And I
Okay.
need this one to go right here. Now, it's hard when it's upside down, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I gotta build this first.
What is that?
This. And this.
Carrot says, not really. It's all pretty darn good already.
What's darn good?
The Sega Mania streams.
Mmm.
What about like an overlay? Like having the game inside of like a box of some sort with like a, you know, because those games are, you know, not in widescreen format, so to speak. So you could have a box cut out for the proper size, maybe like with the cover art positioned over on one side of the screen, with maybe like some fun facts. Would anything like that be cool? Or do you think is that lame?
Why? Even though you said that normal, I still I heard it in Jay Leno voice. Yeah. Maybe like that'd be cool.
What do you think, Kev? Yeah?
What do you got there?
I've got this piece.
sort of
that's
platform?
Yeah, this is gonna have to go on in a minute. Ah.
Platform shoes. Do you have any platform shoes?
Yes.
You do?
Well, probably not real platforms. I mean, I got some heels. I don't have platforms though. I'm already too tall.
Carrot thinks it works better to read the fun facts to the viewer instead of letting the viewer read the fun facts. What do you think, Jess?
What do you normally do? Do you not read them?
No, I have been reading them.
He says you shouldn't be reading them?
No, he's saying that's good because I had said, what if I put the fun facts up on the screen? And he said he thinks it's better to just read them and talk about them kind of naturally as opposed to just putting the fun facts up on the screen.
Well, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, but you yelled at me for not liking to read subtitles during movies, so what do I know?
I yell at you.
I can't do this. That just needs to click on like that.
Okay, we just need to click on.
If I do it, the whole tower will probably crumble down and nobody will ever come back to the live stream.
Let's see. If we can just... There. I think that's right.
Good job. You've successfully done it. Okay, now we've got some things to put on the center fold.
Centerfold.
Mm-hmm. We've got...
Hold on, it looks like this is... Ah, there we go. I think that just clicked into place. Okay. There we go.
Here's your pieces. You've got to do this. You've got to
Right
make it like
here.
a nice window and not a shitty window.
Let's make it a nice window and not a shitty window.
You see how to do it? Well, that's not the right way. You just made it...
Well,
That's an even shittier window.
I didn't realize. Okay, let me try again. There we go, and then we've got one on either side, like that on that side, and then why is that so? The fuck!
When did
Why
you
are
just
pieces
throw?
just flying all over
I
the
don't think that's right.
damn?
Has Carrot told you his dog's name?
Damn it! No, I don't think so.
What's your dog's name, Carrot?
I don't know if we've talked about that. Yeah. What is your dog's name?
The Chowini.
That's what we know your dog as, is the Chowini. Don't want to dox your dog, but
Alexa.
oh.
So do you have an Amazon device? Does it get confused?
Hey Alexa.
Okay, I'm ordering a bag of chips for you.
Mhm.
No!
Oh man. This is difficult.
Do you need help?
No, I just need to.
I don't think anybody on the stream can see what you're doing.
Well, it's tough for me to see what I'm doing. I'm trying to get this damn piece to stick in here without breaking the whole fucking thing.
He said he has to turn off the Alexa because it gets confused because he's
Oh.
always saying her name.
I would imagine. Got that. I want it. Starting to piss me off. For the last time. It's not. Hold on. Maybe.
Have you
Damn it.
gotten it?
Fucking thing sucks. Hold on.
Can you sing the Minimal song again?
No.
Please. What did I think that guy's name was?
You thought his name was Flea Market Montgomery, you dumbass.
I thought it was like Montgomery Gator.
like in quotes, Flea Market
Well,
Montgomery.
you know, people have like trendy like rap names and stuff. I thought it was like one of those.
You thought his nickname was Flea Market.
Hey, turn on that Flea Market Montgomery. I want to hear that new single. What's wrong with that? Oh, it's so ridiculous.
Montgomery? It's just like a mini mall. Oh yeah, you can find it at the market. I'm talking about flea market.
Do you think Jay Leno would talk about Flea Market Montgomery back in the news?
Yeah, I do.
The Flea Market Montgomery isn't a real guy. That's made up.
But the place is real.
Do you think it's still in business?
I hope so. I hope it's been able to carry on just from the momentum of that one video.
You think?
Yeah.
I wonder. I'll have to look it up.
Flea Market Montgomery back in the news, Kev.
Stop.
Rumor has it, Kev, a woman actually thought that,
A woman? Stop talking about me like that.
she thought the guy who performed the song's name was actually Flea Market Montgomery.
I thought it was. It's a catchy name.
She thought the name of the flea market was the performer's name, Kev. Never seen anything like it.
Yes, you have. Hold on a minute. Is there
Oh,
let me
what?
see. I gotta clip this on.
This is all very elaborate, isn't it? Look at this.
See, I've got to clip on the guard.
Where?
See?
Yeah.
You see him? He's gotta go right here.
Okay, we'll do it.
See? He's like, gonna get you. Wah!
Looks like you did it.
And I have this, and this hooks on right here in the dot. See the dot?
Yep. That's right here.
Oh, spin it
Spin it which way?
like that. It's not in there.
Up like that.
Well, I don't know, like this.
Oh, it's kind of crossed. It's like that.
Mm-hmm.
There.
And you have
That's
this,
what they want.
and you've got that.
Flagpole.
Mm-hmm.
Where is this supposed to go?
In your butt.
Oh, up here on the top.
Oh, we're about to connect two buildings together. Oh my God.
On the tip. Oh wait, wrong way.
This is a monumental occasion.
Right. Oh,
Nope.
hold on.
That's not it.
I'll put the flag on right here. Okay, and then these are getting connected together.
See right here?
What's connecting to what? This.
I don't know, the
Right.
nipples are touching.
The nipples touch. Right. I guess that's. What the fuck? What was that? Hold on. There's this piece right here.
What does it look like?
I got it. There's just this front piece by the fangs.
Are you really gonna take an extra half an hour to chew up all that candy and spit it into a Kroger bag?
No. There.
Thanks.
There we go.
That's pretty good looking. You know, I will say this is
what we got.
100% more of a pain in the ass than a Lego set, but it does look pretty good.
Yeah, look at all this.
It's a lot
Like I said, this
harder.
is very impressive right here. These patterns that Jess did most of right here. All the way up and down this
And it's
side
not
of the
broken.
castle. No, it's very nice. It's a great job. So,
Carrot, would you like us to mail you some turd toffee in a pack? I'll send you some turd toffee and give it to all your relatives. And we'll, if you're nice, we might throw in a few extra baby ribbon candies with the turd toffee.
I'll go back to Dots and buy you.
No, give them some of the stuff. You have some left in the whole crystal jar. You don't even need to give him a new one.
Well, okay.
Just don't give him the spit up stuff. He won't want that.
There we go. That's.
Do these move? Do these tilt?
No, I don't think so. That's what we're looking at right now. We're making some progress. So there you go.
All right.
I'll save. Hold on, where is it?
R.I.P. the rest of your stream.
I'll save this for wife's not home crunching stream.
No, not
Where
we'll.
I'll amass not just this, but several different crunchy items that we can crunch on stream for the 100,000 subscriber wife's not home crunching celebration stream. And we will crunch and crunch and crunch. And I'll have a special, I'll get a full-size trash bag. I'll spit all
Why
of
do you
my...
have to spit it out? Why don't you just, at that
Because
point,
I don't want to eat it.
But you've crunched
wanna
it
eat it
all
all.
up. Why don't you just swallow it at that point?
It's too much. That's too much candy.
What is too much? What is too much? You've already crunched it and crumbled it in your
Raw
mouth.
pasta noodles to celebrate Dr. Rotini.
Oh, yeah.
Not rigatoni.
Sorry.
Dr. Rotini.
Well, it's the same thing.
Yeah. So I'll amass. I'll save
Why do you want me
these.
to clone Nick? He says to clone you, but why?
I don't know.
Why do we need more than one?
So we can have more crunching.
Could you imagine you and you? Can you do you and you, Jay Leno, back and forth to yourself?
Yeah, I'm sure I could.
Can you do Kev? Would you do Kev, or would you just do Jay and then like another Jay?
No, I could do Jay back and forth.
Do Jay back to himself?
Yeah.
Like there's two Jays sitting
Yeah.
right next to each other,
Yeah.
cloned.
Mm-hmm. That's like what me and Bob did on that one podcast.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if I still have that. That was a Sleep Star Ignition podcast, I think.
Why don't
I
you?
have to see if I can find that.
Why don't you describe the turd candy to the J as both people? Have you heard about this?
No, well, maybe we'll do that next time.
But you're drunk enough, you can do it.
I'm not drunk at all,
Mm.
but I do have to piss badly.
Why don't you go?
Cause we're done. We're gonna wrap
Why
up
don't
for
you
tonight.
pee in the candies?
That's inappropriate, Jess. It's very inappropriate. I can't believe you would say that.
Well, they're gonna get hard and sticky anyway.
No one's gonna pee on the candies.
Nobody's gonna eat them
mean.
ever again.
I will. I'm saving these for the Wife's Not Home crunching stream.
There's not gonna be a wife's not home crunching.
There
stream.
will be a Wife's Not Home
Because
crunching
what are
stream.
you gonna do? What are you gonna do with the kids when I'm not home? You can't come in. You're just gonna make them come in and eat candy with you.
Carrot said, "Wow, Jess, unsubbed, very unprofessional."
What? Telling you to pee in the candy?
Yes,
I used to know a girl who made candy out of
I
pee,
know. I remember that.
and she would sell it on the internet.
I know. She made pea candies. That's not good. I'm not
She
going to
doesn't-
do that
she
here.
doesn't do that anymore.
I'm not here to do that. That's not the type of channel I'm running.
Yep. Maybe you'd have more subs
Well, maybe I would,
if
but
you would just pee in the candy, in the Christmas candy.
well, the world will never know. So, almost 4 hours.
Yeah, I know. You crunched for like 2 hours of that.
I didn't crunch for
Yes,
2 hours.
Carrot, how much time of the 4 hours was spent with Nick crunching?
Not long enough, because I still got a whole crystal jar full of crunching materials.
Yeah, but it takes like 20 minutes to crunch up one piece of candy of that.
Wife's Not Home crunching stream coming at 100,000 subs. So,
You're never gonna get 100,000 subs.
hey,
Oops, there goes another crunching stream.
now I have to prove you wrong.
I was just
Now I
doing
have
it
to get
because
a-
of the rubber tree plant song.
Now I have to get 100 subs. I have to get 1,000,000 subs just to prove you wrong.
No, I believe in you.
Yeah, right.
He said a solid 10 to 20 minutes crunching.
Well,
That's a good amount of crunching.
all right. Well, we'll see. I'll have plenty more crunching where that came from. Just have to hang out.
Thanks for hanging in, Carrot. Sorry about your ears.
Yeah. All right. thanks for hanging out the whole night. Appreciate you. And, you know, maybe next time we'll drink like 5 to 6 fire. What?
There's one more step.
What is that?
Look, you have to put on this. You have to put on this and this.
Where does this go?
This goes
That's
here.
one down here. Oh, this connects these two.
And then there's one on the very bottom.
Right here. These two.
Yeah.
Which way does it go? Which direction? Oh, it goes that way.
Down this way.
Okay.
And then now you get the. Do you want to feature the cutscene yet?
Yeah, we'll show the cutscene. Hold on. Let me just. There we go. Okay, now they're more connected together. There we go.
Here's the cutscene.
All right, here's your cutscene. It is Skeletor with himself looking very proud, hands on hips, all ready to go. What awaits us next time? Only time will tell. So, until next time, everyone. Carrot. Thank you very much for hanging out. Everyone else who stopped by, who watched, maybe who are alone here without saying anything. Thanks for hanging out.
You have to say your thing.
Any words of wisdom?
See you next time.
I know. Do you have anything you want to add?
Sorry for being a grouch about the crunching.
Okay.
And also, I think you can get as many subs as you need.
Thank you. All right. Take real good care. Keep kicking ass. Love you lots. Lord willing, be back very soon with another video for you to watch. All right. Bye-bye.